your starting quarterback, program leading back, wide receiver with very similar numbers, running back in that same kind of boat. Got a lot of people out there that we're trying to figure out what they can do and how we can mesh all that together. So it's a work in progress. It's a fluid situation at the moment, but as we get further into it, get better.
This seems like the running back by committee, it seems, this year for presentation and some of the other spots as well. Have you kind of left the door open for guys to step up, or is it more of a matter of we need to be able to play multiple guys?
And wanting to play multiple running backs. But that's a little bit by design. We like getting into some of those multiple back sets and things like that. Fully expect to use all of those guys. You are correct to say running back by committee, but that was designed from the beginning. That was an approach we had wanted to take. If somebody were to certainly take that position, by the that leader we would a little more. Yeah, that was the plan.
Take a look at the matchup here between DSU and presentation. What do you think will be a couple of keys for the Saints to come out on top?
Well, for us, it starts defensively with containing the running back. That's we've got the team there. That's where our focus is at on the defensive side of the ball, making sure we can handle that run game. Offensively, for us, really just not shooting ourselves in the foot and being able to handle those linebackers. We had multiple opportunities that we left the field, and that's just not something we can do as an offensively successful game.
Unique situation with both Dakota State and presentations. You guys will again play in the latter stages of the season, something that's unique with the North Star Conference. So this game is intriguing in the fact that you're going to see each other again down the road. Do you is that a little bit of ammo, or are you going to kind of keep the playbook wide open, not concerned about what's happening down the road, worried about the game here?
Well, for us, and in the situation that we're in now, we're not worried about anything down the road. It's coaching cliche to say, focus on the game in front of you, 1-0, that kind of thing. But truth with our team and the situation we're in, that's how we have to approach it. There will be protecting something for down the road. We've got to do what we can to compete, and so that's the approach we'll take there.
I'll piggyback off that, and I will go a little cliche here, but where you're at in your first year, it's truly about kind of setting the foundation and putting the building the blocks and whatnot together. And you sit at 0-4, but that's always quite the whole picture. And I would have to imagine that it's about being positive and about pushing forward because down the road things will come together.
Yeah, most definitely. Establishing a new culture, we're establishing new levels of accountability and branding and all those different things. So all the things that come with a coaching change, we're dealing with all that. The difference is we're dealing with it on a much accelerated time frame. A lot of times coaching changes happen in late winter, early spring. We just had to ramp that stuff up. Behind the timeline, if you will. So we are definitely creating all those things you referenced, trying to build this and this institution, competitive entity.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Good luck here against Dakota State, and we'll catch up down the road.
All right. Thank you very much.
Time in a presentation joining us here on the Coach's Corner Show. We'll step aside for a minute break. We are back, and Josh Anderson joins us here next. It's DSU and presentation in NSAA football coming up in just a little bit here on Jammin' Country. We're back with Coach Anderson after this 60-second hiatus.
Saturday night's leaving you hungry? Start your Sunday morning off with an all-you-can-eat buffet at the 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Every Sunday from 9 to 2, the 2nd Street Diner has a brunch buffet with something to please even the pickiest of eaters. So sleep in, then eat up every Sunday morning from 9 to 2 with the all-you-can-eat brunch buffet at 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Follow 2nd Street Diner on Facebook today.
2nd Street Diner. When it comes to farm equipment, there's no such thing as an inexpensive repair, and there's no time for downtime. That's why it pays to contact F&M Co-op Oil and ask about the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years or 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex premium fuels and lubricants. You can even get the Cenex Total Protection Plan for your used equipment. Contact F&M Co-op Oil in Madison, your certified Cenex distributor, today.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on Jammin' Country and AmazingMadison.com. Dakota State presentation coming up here in just a little bit as we are joined now by DSU head coach Josh Anderson in Trojan pregame.
Coach, another day, another exciting opportunity to take a step forward. You sit at 2-2 on the season, and fortunately, being at home has been good this year, and you guys will have back-to-back weekends here at home. First and foremost, you take on Presentation College, a team that, I think maybe trying to find a little bit of their identity. So I think here today, it's about what DSU does well and what they can continue to work on in a game like this. I think it's all about seeing your side take strides.
Well, absolutely. You hit it right on the head. We're just trying to take care of what we can do, no matter who we play, no matter where we play them. It's always nice to play at home. Just you don't have to deal with the nuances of travel and planning and this and that, and you get to play in front of your own fans. So those are always nice benefits. But it's just a matter of us doing what we can do. And if we can control our game and play to our abilities, and if people can beat us that way, then they got us. But that seems to be the issue that we've just – once we stay on track, we do very well. Once we get off track and do some different things, coaching-wise, player-wise, then we put ourselves into situations that make us, susceptible to losing. So we just got to take care of what we do, no matter who we play.
Starting on the offensive side, kind of looking back the first two games to the next two games, both times you've gone 1-1 in those two capsules. But for the first two games, the second two games, I think one thing big on the offensive side is we're seeing drives being sustained a little bit more, less 3-and-outs, more getting a couple of first downs. Obviously left some points on the field this past Saturday, but I think just the maturity of the offense is slowly starting to come along. Perhaps not as quick as one would like, but we are seeing it game by game.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, our third down production is still suffering for some reason. It's weird because our first down production has increased. Our yards per game have always been right around that 400 mark. And we've been able to do some things. We're starting to catch the ball a few more times. There's definitely some things getting better there in that realm. And so we are seeing the improvements in a lot of different situations. And so we got to make sure we just continue to find the guys to put them in the right spots to help us move that ball, get some first downs, and lead to some points.
On the defensive side of things, obviously things have been fairly sharp, and we've seen overall the yardage drop down per game with each opponent. Something that I think we talked about earlier is that the defense was new coming in, would be pretty salty. You switched up the scheming, and it seems like a lot of guys have benefited from that scheme switch this year.
We had a lot of guys on the team that just kind of fit a 3-4 defense, because then it's hard to recruit the big, athletic, strong defensive linemen, which every program across the nation wants to get.
Yep.
And so if you have to recruit less of those guys, you still need them, but you just need less. That puts a lot of time and energy into recruiting a bunch of the speed and the kind of athletes that really are more attracted to DSU, that are a dime a dozen, so to say, in the region. But then you have to find the right guys that have the right attitude and the right work ethic, which we've done. That 5'10" to 6'1", 150 to 200 pound athlete, boy, they're all over the place around this area. And that is far more suitable to a 3-4 defense.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we've moved the defense to a situation that fits our recruiting needs. And we're starting to see the benefits of that. And Coach Hobbs has done a great job of just getting the boys to gel, to buy into his process and to what he's doing. And we're starting to reap the benefits of a quality defense. And quite frankly, it's very exciting because it's something that we just haven't had here ever on a consistent basis. There's been a game or two where we really shine as a defense, but so far that's been our rock this year, which is what football is supposed to be. You're supposed to have solid defense, solid special teams, and then not turn the ball over on offense, and that usually equates to a successful football program.
Well, talking about special teams, kind of a blip on the radar, so to speak, last week. A tough Saturday for Casey Burke. Missed all of his kicks. More often than not, it's a rarity, and I would have to imagine that he kind of left that game shaking his head. Hope that hopefully things mentally get shored up here going into this matchup with Presentation.
Yeah, there's no doubt there was some frustration there. You know, leaving 10 points on the field like that and losing in a 4-point game. And you know, Casey's a competitor too, and he's frustrated at himself. He knows he can do better, and that's why he's frustrated at himself. But he's also not hanging his head. He's had a really good week of practice. He's really come through. I'm sure he's as eager as anybody to get back on the field and prove what he's capable of doing.
Taking a look at this Presentation side, Coach, what are a couple of things that perhaps stick out to you that have been a focal point, both offensively and defensively, practicing here this week?
You know, it's their energy and effort. They're 0-4 right now, but I've been in that situation, and you're just about willing to do anything for a win. And so every week, by the time Saturday comes rolling around, you believe, you got your troops believing in themselves, believing in the scheme and what's going on, and you know, we're a team that's 2-2, so I'm sure they're looking at us like this is a great opportunity for them to get their first win, which I don't blame them. You know, but we've got things we've got to take care of and do in our own way. But Presentation is the thing that we point out the most on film this entire week was their energy and their effort. They don't stop. They really play hard through the whistle all 4 quarters, despite what the score is. Like, this is a team with some serious energy and some effort, and for us to even think 1 second to look past these guys, that just hasn't been the attitude or the mentality at all week. You can just tell with the guys that, you know, I would say it's not a matter of this team's 4-4. I don't think that we really care who we play this week. We just want to do things right.
Well, it certainly feels like fall now. This with the turning of the calendar into October, cooler temperatures as well. And again, being able to be at home, this team has played very well in their 2 games at home. So, you know, much like, you know, don't have the bye week like we had coming off of Briarcliff, but I get that same kind of vibe, much like going into the homecoming game with Stevens Point. Guys are kind of ready to get back out on the field. They know they left a couple of things there in Valley City, which I think, in a way, is a good attitude to have.
It is, and you know, if we're lucky enough to win today, we need to try and have this same attitude after a loss. We need to try and have the same attitude after a win that we have had after a loss. Mm-hmm. It just seems like we're just far more focused, you know, and it always feels good to win, but boy, we've got to be able to mature enough after a win to put 2 in a row, mm-hmm. and then maybe 3 in a row, and so on and so forth. But obviously, we'll start with 1 and then go from there.
It should be a fun matchup here against Presentation, a team that you'll see in the latter stages of the year, but being at home big, and this is your the big 2-game home stretch of the season, your only 2 back-to-back home games of the year. So I think it's about taking advantage of what the opportunity is here today.
Absolutely. There's no need for us to look beyond, you know, today. Well, next week will come in a couple hours, and we'll be ready to move on at that time, win or lose, but you know, it is literally taking the 1 game at a time and 1 quarter, 1 play, all that good stuff. And I think we're mature enough to do that, especially with the focus we've had this week. And so we know Dickinson State will be tough. Valley City State's got some really good athletes on their team. We play Waldorf, then we play Valley City in Presentation again. I mean, it doesn't get any easier, so there's no need to look past today. We'll take care of things one game at a time, and honestly, we're just really looking forward to getting back out and playing again.
As always, Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck against Presentation.
Absolutely. Take care.
That was head coach Josh Anderson.
Center Madison member, and you're looking for different hours other than the community center operation hours, you can buy a 24-hour wellness studio key fob for just $35. The wellness studio is located at Madison City Hall, 116 West Center Street on the 2nd floor. Work out on your own time. The studio offers cardio and weight machines along with a stretching area and dumbbells. The community center in Madison wishes DSU Athletics the best of luck this season. Go Trojans! Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison wishes the Dakota State University Trojans good luck in their game. Enjoy 50-cent win Wednesdays, both traditional and wellness, with several flavors to choose from 5 to 10. Plus 18 flat-screen TVs, pool tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison also has a breakfast menu on Saturdays and Sundays only from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison is a proud supporter of DSU athletics and wishes the Trojans good luck in their game.
Welcome back to Trojan Field here as we get you set for DSU and presentation on this Saturday afternoon, a North Star Athletic Association clash. We'll take a peek at some of our starting lineups coming up here shortly. The Boom is just around the corner as well. We're back to Trojan Field after this 60-second break.
At Mustang Seeds, we're planting your future. To us, that means continuously refining our seed technologies to present the most desirable traits. But it also means doing business the way it all started 55 years ago. Strong seed from a third-generation family business. We guess you could say it's genetic. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. To find the perfect seed solutions for your operation, contact your local dealer or visit mustangseeds.com.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Dakota State football is on the air. Chris Carper back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. We get you set for Dakota State and presentation and North Star Athletic Association play. And taking a look at some of our starting lineups. First, we will begin with the visitors on the scoreboard here today. The presentation College Saints. They're in their yellow jerseys with green shoulder pads and white numbering. And starting offensively for the Saints up front at left tackle is a senior, Dylan Corbrath. Left guard is a junior, redshirt junior, number 77, Riggs Tan. The center is number 66, a senior, Brandon Kneebone. The right guard, number 76, a freshman, Nicholas Delgado. And the right tackle, a junior, number 71, Brandon Castro. Tight end is a senior, number 89, Maurice Widers Jr. The running back is a sophomore, number 21, Melvin Coven, although we will see a few different running backs here today. Wideouts include a senior, number 6, Dylan Paulson, a senior, and a junior, number 85, Riley Jensen. The slot receiver is a freshman, number 18, Theron Jimenez. The starting offense for Presentation College. And, of course, the starting defense for Dakota State, it is the DN number 34 sophomore, Connor Tortson. The nose tackle is a senior captain, number 94, John Trout. And the other D lineman is a sophomore, number 99, Braden Wallenstein. Linebacking core consists of junior Riley Yonke, junior Cole McCarty, senior Carson Lindblad, and junior Marcus Vanden Bosch. Yonke, McCarty, and Vanden Bosch juniors. Lindblad is a senior. And the defensive secondary for the Trojans at cornerbacks today. One is a sophomore, number 8, Noah Guzzi. The other is a senior, number 3, Chad Keys. And the safeties here today include junior, number 41, Wyatt Sanford, and junior, number 13, Jordan Thomas. And so we are set for a little NSAA football on this Saturday afternoon, as it is 4 o'clock. And after the kickoff here, we'll get a look at some of our other starters here for these two sides. The Saints of Presentation College will receive the football first, as Casey Burke, senior kicker, is on. He's going to kick to the east end zone, so the wind is at the back here of Burke, so the Saints will go into the wind. Trey Pajmula one of the deep backs here, as it's going to be a kickoff that's into the end zone, and it's going to be taken coming to the near side on the return, number 83, Marshall Chase out of Fairbanks, Alaska. And Chase brings it up to around the 17-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for Presentation College. And forgot to mention, the starting quarterback for the Saints is a redshirt freshman in Hunter Giffro from Stanchfield, Minnesota. I believe he went to Graham High School. And so it is going to be 1st and 10 here for the Saints. And at the moment, lined up at quarterback is number 5, junior Tamario Tufts out of East Macon, Georgia. And it's going to be handoff and a run to the near side, and not much doing on that first down run. So rather Giffro not starting. It is Tufts, the junior quarterback, and a carry on the play to the near side. Short gain on the play. And that was John Oldenkamp, senior from Worthington, South Dakota, and picks up about 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 here for Presentation College, as Tufts is in pistol formation. He'll put a man in motion from left to right. That's Jimenez in motion, handoff up the middle, and not much doing. Great penetration by the Dakota State defense. A few different players in on the play. Wallenstein leading the charge from his defensive end spot, and outside linebacker Vanden Bosch calling for noise from the crowd. Now, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and some players have their spatting in pink. Vanden Bosch, a sock and a sleeve in pink. Jordan Thomas with a pink undershirt. 3rd and 9 here for the Presentation Saints. Back to pass, looking over the middle. Pass is complete, but it's going to be well short of the first down, as Tufts on a check down to the tight end. A short gain on the play. Chase with the catch. So Marshall Chase, who returned the opening kickoff, makes a catch, a gain of about 4 on the play. He's going to bring up 4th down and 5. So a punt situation. Dylan Paulson, one of the senior captains for Presentation out of Aurora, Colorado, one of the suburbs of Denver, and a starting wide receiver, also does the punting. He's punting to the west into the wind, and a little rugby punt, and not a bad punt at all, as it's going to hit at the 50 and go out of bounds, I think, in Dakota State territory, right at about the 49 indeed. 13:04 left in this first quarter. No score between Dakota State and Presentation College, as we keep things here and welcome you inside the Helena broadcast booth. Chris Carper back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. Good Saturday afternoon. Hopefully you have been enjoying your day here thus far. Breezy conditions in Madison. A wind advisory is in effect. Xavier Perez getting the nod at center. John Covenale out today. A couple of different players. Defensively, Jason Sakamoto Ryan is out today. Backup linebacker Moody Ben El-Sheikh also out. 1st and 10 here for the Trojans. Handoff Brody Fredrickson, and Fredrickson picks up about 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5. Redshirt sophomore, number 3, Torin Devricks, the quarterback for the Trojans. Brody Fredrickson on his first carry, 5 yards. 2nd in the NAIA in rushing coming into action this weekend. So 2nd down and 5 here for the Trojans. And read option. Fredrickson looking to get to the outside, has a first down over the 40 and will be pushed out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So Brody Fredrickson, gain of about 10 on the play, and it is a GSN Insurance first down, and Fredrickson, a nice read, broke to the outside, and then I believe the defensive back, Devontae Brooks, how about this, a 6'5" defensive back. So it's a GSN Insurance first down, as the Trojans have the ball at the Saints' 35-yard line. 3 receivers set, 2 split on the top side. Deshaun Keel singled on the near side. Handoff Fredrickson, makes the first man miss, and is going to be brought down after a couple of yards on the play. Going off left tackle, Fredrickson was able to shake the first man loose, but not the 2nd and 3rd. And a short gain on the play. We'll actually say just a gain of 1 for Dakota State. Wind is at the back of the Trojans as they head towards the east end zone. 11.5 minutes left in this first quarter. No score as Dakota State on the drive for the first time, or on offense for the first time in this contest. 2nd and 9 play, or rather a swing out to the near side to Frederickson. Brody makes the first man miss once again, pushes inside the 30, gets down to around the 28-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 here for Dakota State. Brenner Furlong checking into the contest. Also backup tight end as well, Justin Folkers is in too. Well, it's been a light rotation at the receiving spot, or receiver spots this season so far for Dakota State as they come out with a 2 tight end look. 2 receivers split on the top side. And it's going to be Furlong going off the left side. Brenner Furlong into the open field, and Furlong is in for the touchdown. Hold up. We may have a false start. Flags on the far side. Brenner Furlong found a hole on the left side of the defense and ended up cutting back in the middle of the field, but this one may be coming back as a flag flew. And it's actually offsides against presentation, so never mind. Brenner Furlong, his first touchdown of the season as he goes in from 28 yards, and it is a 6-0 advantage here for Dakota State. The Trojans average 8 points per game on offense on the road in their first 2 road games. They averaged 35.5 points at home, and with 10:43 left in this first quarter, a 28-yard Brenner Furlong touchdown run. The Soldotna, Alaska native puts the Trojans on the board as senior Casey Burke is in for the extra point. And the kick is up. It dings off the upright and no good. Oof. It's been a tough stretch for senior Casey Burke as he has missed his last 5 kicks. And score remains 6-0 with 10:43 left in this first quarter. Trojans on top of the Saints here at Trojan Field. The timeout is on the field. We'll break as well. It's Dakota State football on Jammin' Country. We're back after this 30-second break.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success, so you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Trojan Field. Chris Carper back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. Welcome back inside the Helena broadcast booth. A nice return by Chase for the presentation Saints as he's actually bumped out of bounds by Casey Burke. So Burke again missing the extra points, and to have to feel for the senior kicker, just something not right for Burke. And he missed all 4 of his kicks last Saturday, misses the extra point here, so hopefully can overcome some kicking struggles here in the middle of the season. Presentation back out on offense, trailing 6-0. 10:37 left. Play action here for Toffs. Toffs looks to go deep, has a man. It's going to be incomplete. Nice recovery by Jordan Thomas as well as Noah Guzzi on the coverage. And the intended receiver was Dylan Paulson. Paulson had the ball in his hands, and then it got knocked away. Guzzi and Thomas came in on the hit. Pretty solid pass there from Tamario Tufts, junior quarterback listed 5'9", 170, throwing into the wind. But it is incomplete, brings up 2nd down and 10 for Presentation College. So 4 rushes, 45 yards on that first drive for Dakota State. And Brenner Furlong, a 28-yard touchdown run. 4 receiver look as Tufts roll to the far side, flings it to the flats, has a man, and it's going to be a nice gain on 2nd and 10. It's going to bring him about 3rd and 3 on the pass completion to the far side.
Pass complete to number 89, Maurice Whiters.
And that was to Maurice Whiters, senior from Raytown, Missouri. And Whiters now 4 catches on the season, the tight end for the Saints, as they're going to go no huddle. 3rd down and 3. Ball is at the 40-yard line of Presentation, marked on the far hash. 2 receivers split on the near side, 1 on the top side. Handoff up the middle and nowhere to go. What an excellent push by the front line of Dakota State. A heck of a push by the big 3 up front. Of course, the outside linebackers in the 3-4 usually get one of them coming in on the rush, but a nice job there by the defense stacking up the running back and John Oldenkamp, and it's going to bring up 4th down and about 3.5. So a punt situation as it is once again Dylan Paulson back deep to punt. Jose Sanchez, Jr. out of Ridley, California, stands at about his 35. Paulson, end over end kick. It will take a presentation bounce as it rolls out of bounds on the far side. So a little rugby style punt there for Paulson. Any time today that we have someone punting into the wind, very likely it's going to be more line drives, hoping for long rolls. But Dakota State defensively has started out well here as they forced a pair of 3 and outs. And so Dakota State with 9:12 left in this first quarter, leading 6-0 at Trojan Field. Have the ball back on offense. They'll split out 2 receivers on the near side. Looks to be a 2 tight end look as Torrin Deverickson pistol formation. Fredrickson behind him. Read option. Fredrickson bottled up. He'll fight forward for a gain of a couple. And a good push by the offensive line. Unfortunately, they were a couple yards down the field, and 1 or 2 guys for the Saints leaked in. Short gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 8. Left tackle, Mose Timoteo out of Pearl City, Ohio, freshman, getting the nod at left tackle today. Ian Pula, the left guard from Compton, California. The center is Xavier Perez, number 65, a senior from Riverside, California. 2nd and a short 8 here. Back to pass goes Devericks, looking to the side, has a man, incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was Deshaun Keel, freshman wideout from Port Orchard, Washington. Had to go in and out of his hands. Boy, a nice pass from Devericks. The timing was there. Keel just could not handle it. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8 here for Dakota State as they swap receivers in and out. So 3rd and 8 for the Trojans. Ball is at their own 30-yard line. On the far hash, Devericks, he'll drop back to pass. Devericks is going to roll out to the near side, now to the sideline, and it is going to be out of bounds and incomplete. Just no one open on this near side. Cooper McDermott was the closest receiver. Alex Bolchi as well was on this near side. I thought maybe the tight end, Josh Geezy, was open, but pass away out of bounds. Incomplete brings up 4th and 8 in a punt situation. And presentation is going to drop back 2 returners here. As Caleb Nielsen is on for the punt, and Nielsen kicks one near side. It takes a DSU bounce. Ooh, boy, a little more yardage. That one may have rolled well inside the 20. Instead, it bounces out at the 25. So Nielsen gets a decent punt off. 1st and 10 for Presentation College. 8:14 left in this first quarter. It is 6-0 in favor of Dakota State as both teams have had 2 drives so far. Dakota State cashing in on their first drive, and then first punt of the day for Caleb Nielsen. Did want to throw this in as well. The right guard here today is Zach Rohrbach, redshirt freshman from Aberdeen, number 67 for the Trojans. 1st and 10, handoff, sweeping to the near side of the field. This is Oldenkamp, 5'10", 190-pound senior running back from Worthington, South Dakota. Tries to stretch out the play, but to no avail. Good pursuit there by Dakota State defensively. Picks up, I guess they did give him a yard, so 2nd and 9. Second and 9 here for Presentation College. Play clock at 15. Tufts empties the backfield. 5 receiver look, 3 on the top side, 2 on the near side. Tufts back to pass, looking to the near side, has a man. Pass is it complete? Boy, it looked like it dropped. Well, they're going to say it is a catch. And the catch out of the near side made by Riley Jensen, junior out of Buffalo, Minnesota, just outside of the west of the Twin Cities.
Pass complete to number 85, Riley Jensen.
Jensen picks up 4 on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Just a 4-yard hitch route there on the near sideline for Jensen. So 3rd and 5. 2 tight end look here for the Saints. as Tufts directs traffic. Tufts, handoff, looking to go to the far side, and nothing doing once again. That was Oldenkamp stretched out to the far side, and he goes nowhere. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, and so it is going to be 4th and 5 for Presentation College. 3 possessions, and Presentation still looking for their first down of this contest, as they are now 0 for 3 on 3rd down situations. So Dakota State defensively sharp so far. 6:20 and counting left in this first quarter. Once again, Paulson on to punt, punting into the wind towards the west, right to left as we see it. Little rugby rollout. Paulson's going to take it himself. He's got a first down as he's pushed out of bounds. So it is a fake punt, and there were guys over there, but Dakota State could not get there in time, so Paulson rolling out and picks up 14 on the play, and it is a GSN Insurance first down. So a punt fake results in a first down, and Coach Anderson asking on the sideline what happened. So Presentation stays on offense, 4 receiver look, 3 split to the near side, the wide side of the field. Tufts with a hard count, drops back to pass, looking near side, has his man, it's Chase. And a short gain on first down as Chase is bottled up around the 45, gain of about 3 on the play. So it was 4th and 5 and a fake punt. And, well, when you have a wideout, we're going to get some good speed with the punter.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6.
And it's going to be, well, they said a gain of 4, so 2nd and 6 here for Presentation College, as they have the ball out to their own 46-yard line, moving right to left or towards the west end zone. Little swing out pass to the near side, catch is made by Coven, and Coven has a GSN Insurance first down as he gets into DSU territory, and is going to be marked down at the 44-yard line of Dakota State. So
complete to Melvin Coven, who picks up the first
Melvin
down.
Coven, who is listed as the starting running back. That's the first time I've seen him in the contest. Coven, though, picks up the first down, his 3rd reception of the season, and indeed a GSN Insurance first down. Coven will be behind Tufts in pistol formation and option right side, and Tufts gets hit as he turns upfield. Nice hit there. On the far side, that was Riley Yonke, junior linebacker, right here from Madison.
Brought down by Riley Yonke for a gain of about 5. 2nd and 5 for the Saints.
And a pickup of 3 for the Saints brings up 2nd down and 7. Ball marked on the far hash. So Tufts and Coven running the option. Good pitch relation by Coven, but Tufts kept it himself. 3 receivers split near side, 1 on the top side. Tufts back to pass. Over the middle has a man. It is complete. Near a first down. It's Theron Jimenez, freshman from Aurora, Colorado. And Jimenez makes the catch, and he does get a GSN Insurance first down. Call Scott and Nancy Gusso today at GSN Insurance of Madison. And so Presentation, that fake punt, kept this drive alive. They picked up a pair of GSN Insurance first downs. Tufts back to pass, looking to drop it over the middle, and it is to no one in particular. Not sure what happened there. Had a crossing route and a guy that was guarded. And so incomplete brings up 2nd down and 10. 6-0 Dakota State. Trojans scored on their first series on offense. A 28-yard touchdown run from Brenner Furlong. Furlong's first touchdown of the season. Nearly doubled his yardage on the season as well. The sophomore from Soldotna, Alaska. 2nd and 10, Tufts shotgun formation, 4 receiver look, 2 on either side, drops back to pass, looking, deep over the middle, and it is going to be complete. Oh, what a catch. In traffic, that was Marshall Chase from Fairbanks, Alaska. Chase makes the catch, and it's a GSN Insurance first down, and it is a visit inside the Case IH red zone for Presentation College. There were a couple of D-backs there, and actually a good lick on Chase, but he held on to the football. And so inside the Case IH red zone are the Saints of Presentation College. Tufts directing traffic. He'll drop back to pass. And a screen over the middle. It is tipped as a flag comes flying in. And I believe that was John Trout who got one of his paws on the football. Flag did come in late from the back judge. If you will allow me to speculate, I'm thinking we're either getting a chop block or a hold on one of the presentation line. No, excuse me. They're actually, presentation is pointing that it's on Dakota State.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense, number 95. Penalties,
wow, a
to
hands to the face call
first down
on Sam Kroenke, freshman from Brandon. And so that, I believe, is going to be half the distance. So hands to the face against Dakota State. And, well, I guess I was completely wrong. Not the first time, not the last time that'll happen. So it is going to be a GSN Insurance first down as the ball is marked inside the 10-yard line. It is at the 9 for Presentation College. Two-back look. Coven in the backfield with Tufts as Tufts directs the offense. No huddle for Presentation. First to go from the 9, Tufts. Corner route has a man wide open. Wide open on the near side is Paulson, and miscommunication there by the defense. And wide open for the 9-yard touchdown pass was Dylan Paulson. Good throw from Tufts, and Presentation has tied up this game. It is 6-6. And coming on for the extra point here, number 37, Max Welch, freshman from Highlands Ranch, Colorado. He'll be kicking into the wind here, and again, it's going to be an adventure all game long on the kicking game. So Presentation College looking to go ahead for the first time in this contest. Snap is there. The kick is up. Kick looks good. Is it good? Yes. 2:53 left in this first quarter. New score as Presentation College has the advantage at 7-6. And a big series there for Dylan Paulson. A fake punt got him a first down. And then Paulson on the receiving end of the touchdown. And officially an 8-yard touchdown pass. So my apologies, that said 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And miscommunication by the DSU defense in the secondary there on that touchdown as Paulson was wide open in the near corner. Well, let's keep things here as we get kickoff coming. We're going to get a kickoff into the wind. And Luis Ferreira from Sao Paulo, Brazil is on to kick off. And, well, he's going to put the ball flat on the tee, so... Is it? No, he is going to tee it up. Thought maybe he's just going to do a squib kick. But he is going to have someone hold it. So kicking to the west into the wind here for Ferreira. So Presentation College leads 7-6. And Ferreira's knuckleball kick taken. Oh, it gets past the back line of Dakota State. And a bit of a mess there on the return. And falling on top of it, Roger Moore, freshman wide receiver from Miami, Florida. So what kind of an ugly stretch. The defense giving up that touchdown on looked like miscommunication on the defensive backside. And then there a squib kick on the kickoff, and Moore could not field it cleanly, ends up falling on top of it. Now we have a flag late. Did not see this flag come in late on the return as our official is talking with Coach Anderson on this near sideline. Dakota State on the near sideline, Presentation on the far side. Curious what this is going to be. Is it a personal foul?
Illegal formation. Kicking team only had 3 on one side of the kicker. 5-yard penalty be added to the end of the kick. First down, Dakota State.
Illegal formation against Presentation on the kick. So they only had 3 guys on one side of the football. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, so the ball is going to be brought out to the 23-yard line. So first and 10 for Dakota State as they trail 7-6. With 2:52 left in this first quarter. Pistol formation for Fredrickson, and Devericks, and a handoff to Brody Fredrickson, and Fredrickson is going to get a GSN Insurance first down as he gets over the 35-yard line. Next up there, Fredrickson and Devericks. And it is a GSN Insurance first down. Ball is marked actually at the 37-yard line. So first and 10 for Dakota State as they move towards the east end zone. Devericks once again gets met in the hole. a short gain on the play. Allen did it again. Yeah, that was Fredrickson on the carry. I've got myself thinking a little too much between quarterback and running back. Fredrickson on the carry, got to the hole and was met right away, still able to pick up 3. 2nd down and 7 as Jose Sanchez checks into the backfield. Devricks will put 2 receivers on the top side, 1 on the near side, the short side of the field. Back to pass. Torin will flip it out to Sanchez. Sanchez makes the catch and is going to pick up about 3 or 4 on the play. And the ball comes out, but the whistles blew. No, there's no way that they call that a fumble. Sanchez's forward progress was well stopped before the ball came out. So it is a completed pass and a gain of a couple. Ball up to the 43-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. So 3rd and 4 for Dakota State as the ball now marked on the far hash. They'll split 3 out on this near side. Easy, the tight end is in the slot, single receiver on the top side. Fredrickson checking back in as Devricks stands in pistol formation. And now we're going to get a switch up. The play clock never did start moving. Now they start it. And, well, not sure what's up with that long time here. And it's going to be a halfback draw to Fredrickson, and Brody's got nowhere to go, eaten up in the backfield on a loss of a couple. So a halfback draw on 3rd down, and Presentation College not fooled, and so it is a punt situation for the Trojans. 35 seconds and counting left in this first quarter. Trojans want to try and hurry things up, be able to use the wind here before they punt this ball away.
Caleb Nielsen on to punt.
Caleb Nielsen on to punt. Paulson and Chase deep. Nielsen's punt nearly blocked. Gets off a line drive rocket. Now the ball is bobbled and is going to be fell on at the 15-yard line. Ooh, adventurous there as Chase bobbled the football. Marshall Chase, though, fell on top of it, and it is 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line for Presentation College. Boy, Caleb Nielsen got that football off, and that was a line drive rocket off the foot of Nielsen. So Presentation leading 7-6 here late in this first quarter, have the ball back on offense. A touchdown drive their last series. Tufts, shotgun formation, Coven to his left. Tufts will roll out near side, and Tufts is going to keep it himself, and he is going to step out of bounds at about the 13, so looks to be a loss of a couple on the play, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Or did they want to stop the clock?
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. The Presentation.
Hold on, our officials getting together. Yeah, they were supposed to stop the clock. And our umpires are telling everyone to come back out, so they're going to put a couple of seconds.
Dakota State call timeout. Please put 8 seconds on the game clock. 8 seconds.
Oh, they're going to put 8 seconds back on the game clock. And was there a timeout called? So it's going to be 2nd and 12, and boy, did Dakota State call a timeout? Tufts was pushed out of bounds. Clock continued to run, but they throw 8 seconds back on the clock. So 2nd and 12 here for Presentation College. As Tufts with Coven in the backfield. Now the umpire, we're still not exactly sure what is going on. So our official said something over the microphone. I thought he said that Dakota State called a timeout. And now we're getting discussion amongst officials and the Presentation sideline on the far side. In the end, we've got a timeout on the field. Not 100% sure who called it. Was it Dakota State? Was it Presentation? But we've got 8 seconds left in this first quarter. 7-6, Presentation leading DSU. And again, we got a timeout on the field, but I never did see a signal who called the timeout. So I guess what's important is that what people on the field know what's going on. So it's going to be 2nd down and 12. Could be the final play of this first quarter. Presentation driving into the wind. And Tamario Tufts has looked good passing the ball into the wind. So 2nd and 12. Shotgun formation for Tufts. 3 receivers split on the far side. Here comes the blitz. Is going to throw it over the middle, and it's going to be caught. And a lot of room to run. I missed pass, and down the far sideline, the Saints are going to get an 87-yard touchdown. Theron Jimenez just on a seam route, and one of the D-backs for Dakota State missed the football as he tried to pick it off. Jimenez made the catch, and it's an 87-yard touchdown pass. The final play of this first quarter, and things have taken a tough turn here for Dakota State as the Presentation Saints will bring out Welch here for the extra points. For the extra point, that is. So the final play of the first quarter results in a touchdown. Kick here for Welch is up, and it is good. 14-6, Presentation College, winless on the season, have scored touchdowns on their last 2 drives and have the 14-6 advantage with 1 quarter in the books here at Trojan Field. We'll step aside for a 30-second break. You're listening to DSU Football on Jammin' Country 103 and AmazingMadison.com.
Dr. Troy Keyes with Madison Family Dental and Mike and Shanley Doris.
It's leaving you hungry? Start your Sunday morning off with an all-you-can-eat buffet at the 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Every Sunday from 9 to 2, the 2nd Street Diner has a brunch buffet with something to please even the pickiest of eaters. So sleep in, then eat up every Sunday morning from 9 to 2 with the all-you-can-eat brunch buffet at 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Follow 2nd Street Diner on Facebook today.
2nd Street Diner.
Pizza, walking tacos, candies, nachos, and refreshing Pepsi drinks. Use your students to use the meal plan at the concession stand.
Welcome back to Trojan Field and inside the Helena broadcast booth. Chris Carper back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. Going on our sister station right now, Madison High School Volleyball taking on Ethan. That is coming up, if not already underway, on AM 1390 here at Trojan Field on Jammin' Country. 14-6, Presentation College with the advantage, and the kickoff is going to go out to the back of the end zone. Big leg there from Ferreira, and so a touchback for Presentation.
Trojans take over 1st and 10 on their
and it is 1st and 10 for Dakota State as the ball will be marked at the 25-yard line. And not exactly sure what happened on that last defensive series. Somebody called timeout before that play. It was 2nd and 12, and the blitz was on, and Jimenez made the catch as a D-back came flying by, and there was no one after that. Cornerback on this near side, and Chad Keys trying to chase down Jimenez, but to no avail, as Brody Fredrickson gets the 1st down carry here and picks up a couple on the play.
Fredrickson on the carry.
And after a sensational start defensively on the first couple of drives, right now the big play of the game was that fake punt by Presentation College that got them the 1st down to keep their first touchdown drive alive. And then an 87-yard touchdown pass. Presentation 165 yards of offense in the first quarter. Here's Fredrickson on the carry, makes first man miss, can't make the 2nd and 3rd, and all of a sudden Presentation College is swarming to the football. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long here for DSU.
Loss of 1 on the play.
So a loss of 1 is going to bring up 3rd and 8 here for Dakota State. Dakota State moving right to left or towards the west end zone where the wind is coming gusting here today. So 3rd and long here for the Trojans. Presentation, well, it looked like they were going to go with a single safety. They're showing the blitz as well. Play clock running down. Devericks, pistol formation, has it. Torn, Has a man, Deshaun Keel. Keel makes the catch. He's going to be close to a first down. He may just have a GSN Insurance first down. Deshaun Keel made the catch. Needed about 8, picks up 9 on the play, and indeed it is a GSN Insurance first down. Brought to you by GSN Insurance of Madison. No account is too big or too small. We like them all. So, on 3rd and 8, the Trojans are able to convert as they trot out. It is Giles and Moore split out on the near side, Keel on the top side. Ball in the far hash, 1st and 10 for DSU. Handoff, Frederickson, no, play action, and Moore makes the catch on a gain of about 7 or 8. Woo. Had me faked. Good fake there from Devricks, and Roger Moore makes the catch, picks up 7 on the play, 2nd and 3. Ball out to the 43-yard line of Dakota State. Wilbur Ellis halftime report on the way. We'll take a peek at Inside Dakota State Athletics. The numbers from our first half here as well. 12:30 and counting, 14-6 is the advantage for Presentation College. Devricks drops back to pass. Now he's going to run it himself, and Torrin near a first down once again, and he is going to have a GSN Insurance first down. Devricks rolling out to the far side and decided to tuck it and take it himself, and so the ball out to the 46-yard line. And indeed, a GSN Insurance first down. Decent crowd on hand here today, considering the weather. Again, a lot of winter jackets and hats, people with blankets. 1st and 10, carry up the middle. And a gain of about 4 or 5 on the play, and this is the 4th running back.
Gets the ball out to midfield.
That was Devontae Llewellyn. So Llewellyn, his first carry of the game, results in 4 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 6 as Llewellyn will stay out on the field. Ball right at midfield and in between the hashes. Worlds collide. 2 receiver look on the top side. Back to pass. Devricks looking over the middle. Has a man wide open. Giles. Oh, we can't hold on to the football. Oh, my goodness. Josh Giles dropped the football. Would have been about a 25-yard gain. And Giles got hit on the backside and could not handle the football. Tough one to swallow there. So instead of a 25-yard gain, pass is incomplete. And Giles from the slot was wide open. So 3rd and 6, it's going to be a handoff to Llewellyn. Makes a man miss. And Devontae has a GSN Insurance first down. How about that? And a lot of extracurricular activity going on at the end of the play. A player for Presentation came up with the football, Jared Boswell, outside linebacker from Box Elder. But Llewellyn was already down, and it is indeed a GSN Insurance first down. Ball marked down to the 41-yard line. Nice run there by Devontae. Kind of had an extra bit of speed there. Here's a handoff, Brody Frederickson, and Frederickson maybe gains a yard on the play. Boy, Presentation College keying in on Brody Frederickson. Frederickson 10 carries, 37 yards. Gain of 1 brings up 2nd down and 9, 10:40 and counting left in our first half. Presentation leading Dakota State 14-6. Dakota State first couple of series defensively looked stout, and Presentation scored on their last 2 drives of that first quarter. Meanwhile, Dakota State, they scored on their first drive and then have had a couple of punts. In enemy territory, though, ball at the Presentation 40-yard line. Devricks changing the play up. 3 receiver look in pistol formation is Devricks. Frederickson behind him. And a one-on-one looking down the near side, and it's going to be just overthrown. Giles matched up one-on-one with Jared Seary, junior D-back from Elcott, Colorado. And Devricks is passed just out of the reach of Giles. So little fly route on the near side. Giles couldn't come up with it, and it'll be a couple yards out of his reach. And so 3rd and 9 here for the Trojans. Shotgun formation for Devricks. Frederickson to his left. Devricks out to the near flat, finds Frederickson, but nothing doing on the play. Maybe a gain of 1. It's going to bring up 4th and 8 for DSU, and the offense is staying on the field. So Dakota State will roll the die as they have the ball at the Saints' 39-yard line. So 4th and 8 here for Dakota State. 2 receivers split on the top side, 1 on the near side. Pistol formation for Devricks. Presentation showing heat. They do drop back though. Devricks will scramble to the far side, flips it over the middle, has a man, Deshaun Keel, it's a first down, and Keel is going to be inside the Case IH red zone. So the double, a GSN Insurance first down and a Case IH red zone visit, but there is a flag on the play, flag on the far side of the field. Boy, nice job improvising there by Torin Devricks. Great catch by Deshaun Keel in traffic. As he got the, they marked the ball, I believe, down at the 18. So as of right now, it's a gain of about 21 yards. But our official, 2 of our officials, a long discussion on the far side. We'll have this moment. Offensive coaches, of course, the coordinator Alex Kretschmar in his 2nd season. O-line coach is Anvil Sensabaugh. Quarterback, running back coach, head coach Josh Anderson, and Josh Oak in his 4th season, the tight end coach. And, well, they pick up the flag, so not sure what the discussion was about, but the play stands, so it is a GSN Insurance first down. And a visit inside the Case IH red zone. Find reliable Case IH equipment for your farming operations at Lake County International in Madison. So the Trojans gamble on 4th and 8. They get a 21-yard gain as Deshaun Keel has another reception. The youngster has been coming on here over these last couple of games. So 1st and 10, pistol formation for the Trojans. It's Fredrickson off the right side, and Brody is going to slip as he tried to cut. Not much doing there. Does pick up a couple on the play. 2nd down and 8 for DSU.
2nd and 9 for the Trojans.
Versely, the defensive coordinator for presentation is Jason Glasgow, D-line coach Jason Goodman, linebacking Dylan Rourke, and D-backs Lucas Schwang. So 2nd and long here for the Trojans. Shotgun formation for Devricks, dropping back to pass. Devricks over the middle, has a man. Keel makes the catch. He's in for the touchdown. Deshaun Keel, an 18-yard touchdown reception, and it is the 2nd passing touchdown of the season and the first since the first game of the year. Deshaun Keel wide open over the middle, and an 18-yard touchdown reception as Deshaun Keel is able to find himself wide open, and now we are going to get a 2-point attempt. Boy, also do want to note as well, they actually had the backup kicker out on the field, and Joshua Snook. But
Dakota State,
Trojans are going to go for 2, and now amidst the confusion, they're going to take a timeout. 8:31 left in this first half, 14-12. With the 2-point conversion pending, a timeout is on the field. We will step aside for a 30-second break. Saints lead by 2. 2-point conversion coming up at Trojan Field after we return after this 30-second break on Jammin' Country 103.
The event begins on Friday, October 11th.
Farm equipment, there's no such thing as an inexpensive repair, and there's no time for downtime. That's why it pays to contact F&M Co-op Oil and ask about the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years or 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex Premium Fuels and Lubricants. You can even get the Cenex Total Protection Plan for your used equipment. Contact F&M Co-op Oil in Madison, your certified Cenex distributor, today.
This afternoon. Let's hear it by junior cheerleaders.
Welcome back to Trojan Field. Dakota State, an 18-yard touchdown pass from Torin Devricks to Deshaun Keel. Keel's first touchdown of the season, 2nd passing touchdown for Devricks, and a 2-point attempt here. A little slant route, and it is incomplete, was tipped as they were looking for Giles on a slant route on the far side of the field, but 2-point conversion no good. So with 8:31 left in this first half, It is presentation 14 and Dakota State 12, but a nice drive there by the Dakota State offense, able to convert a couple of fourth downs on that drive. And so as we await the kickoff here, 165 offensive yards thus far for presentation and 146 for Dakota State. So the Trojan offense able to get something going and move down the field and punched one in. Casey Burke on to kick off. He's going to be kicking off to the west as the sun does bathe the football field here out from the clouds. Winds continue to be strong out of the west. So would look for a line drive kick. We're going to get a squib kick, actually. It's taken by an up man, and not a bad move at all there. And actually, that was Chase falling on top of it at about the 34-yard line. So a heads-up play there by Chase, usually back deep, but squib kick. And falls on top of it, tries to not do too much with it. So presentation college, 8.5 minutes left in this first half. Have good field position. They mark it at the 35-yard line as presentation has the ball on the far hash, moving left to right. Junior quarterback Tamario Tufts will swing it out to the near side to Chase on the first down play, and Chase picks up a 7 or 8 on an out route. And it's going to bring up second down and short. So curious. I will admit this Saints, these two deep that I got this week, well, seeing a lot of different guys. And Hunter Giffro, redshirt freshman, was the one that was marked. But they get the nod here to Tamario Tufts. And Tufts has played well as he splits two receivers to the near side, the short side of the field, single receiver on the top side. That's where the tight end as well. Boy, may have been a false start as Colvin gets the handoff and he goes backwards. Melvin Colvin got the handoff and he's going to lose 4 or 5 on the play. Just nothing doing. A host of DSU defenders in the backfield quickly. Riley Yankee was there. John Trout, Marcus Vanden Bosch, our usual suspects. Carson Lindblad, senior linebacker, getting the play call as he gets back out of the field. So it was second and short. It's now 3rd and 5 after the loss on that second down play. Two receivers split to the near side for Tufts. Ball marked on the far hash. Tufts will roll out to the near side. And now steps, throws it over the middle. It's going to be in and out of the hands of Noah Guzzi. Oh, Guzzi had it right in his hands and could not come up with the interception. Oof. Tufts had slipped as he was about to throw the football, was able to collect himself, and then just air-mailed a throw, and Noah Guzzi could not come up with the football. So a punt situation here. As Dylan Paulson is on to punt, he's going to punt with the win, but they have faked it. It is 4th and 5 from their own 40-yard line as Jordan Thomas will be back deep here. Here comes the rush. Paulson, high, spiraling punt. Thomas will let it go. Takes a bounce, takes another bounce, and into the end zone. Nearly downed inside the 5. Sensational effort there by presentation. A good punt by Paulson. Ends up a 60-yard punt, a net of 40. And again, took a bounce at about the 12-yard line. Thomas let that one go, and it pays off as it goes into the end zone. So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line here for Dakota State offensively. 6:54 left in this first half. 14-12 is the presentation advantage. And so 1st and 10 for Torrin Devericks and the DSU offense as Fredrickson deep in the backfield, and Brody will get the handoff, looks to come near side, and Brody's going to turn the corner and tiptoe down the sideline. Does he have enough for a GSN Insurance first down? It is going to be, and indeed it is. So Brody Fredrickson sweeps to the near side of the field. Good blocking on the outside. Cooper McDermott was on the block, as well as Trayshawn Roberts. And so it is a gain of 11 on the play. Brody Fredrickson picking up the GSN Insurance first down. Ball out to the 31. Pistol formation once again. Devericks takes the snap. Read option. Hands it off to Fredrickson, and Fredrickson will go off right side. Not a whole lot doing there. Picks up maybe 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 8.
Brody Fredrickson again on the carry. Picks up a gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 indeed. Ball marked in the middle of the field. Again, the Trojans without the services of John Cavenale, sophomore from Waipahu, Hawaii. And so Zach Rohrbach, redshirt freshman from Aberdeen, getting a start on the line today. They did move Xavier Perez to the center spot. Empty backfield here for Deverick. 2nd down and 8. And it's going to be a designed quarterback run. Deverick's up the middle. And ooh, he gets hit hard as he gets over the 40, close to another GSN Insurance first down. And where they are marking it, it looks like it is a first down. Ooh, he's going to be just short. No, maybe not.
Gets the ball to the 41-yard line.
Well, it is a GSN Insurance first down. Boy, from where my spot was at, I thought the ball was just short of the first down. Doesn't seem to be any argument from the presentation side. So a GSN Insurance first down. Ball is marked at the 41-yard line of Dakota State as they move towards the west end zone, right to left. As we see it here, Brody Fredrickson reverses field and tries to push up him. How was that not a face mask? Our line judge right on the near side looked like Brody Fredrickson had at least a hand sweep across the face mask, or maybe just tackled awkwardly. No gain on the play, and the Dakota State sideline wanted a face mask call but didn't get it. Fair enough. So 2nd and 10 here for Dakota State. 4:45 and counting left in this first half. As Brody Fredrickson inches ever closer to the school record for rushing yards. Fredrickson is going to get the handoff, cuts back inside. Brody makes a couple men miss as he squirts close to around the 50-yard line, and good blocking out front. Brody able to use some of the bigger linemen kind of hiding himself and got close to the 50. I think they're going to mark him down to the 49, so it's going to be 3rd and 2 here as Brenner Furlong has a rushing touchdown in the game, checks back into the contest here for Dakota State. So 3rd and 2 for the Trojans, just short of midfield. Pistol formation here for Devericks. 2 receivers split on the top side, and Devericks and has a man first down and a little bit more. Pass to the slot receiver. I believe that was Alex Bolchi. It is. And it was a catch by number 10, Alex Bolchi, and a first down. The sophomore out of Volga from, it wasn't the slot. He was split out, so it was a slant on the far side, but it is a GSN Insurance first down. Call Scott and Nancy Gusso today at GSN Insurance of Madison. Ball at the 44-yard line of the Saints. Devericks drops back to pass. Over the middle has his tight end, Giese. And Giese lost the football. I believe he fell back on top of it. Question is, did he take it and make a football move? He did. They are going to say a completed pass, then a fumble, and Giese falls right back on top of it. So a gain of about 7 on the play, brings up 2nd and 3. So Giese, a little tight end release down the middle, picks up, we'll say 6 rather, so 2nd and 4 for Dakota State. Trojans looking for a final say here in this first half. Furlong on the carry, and Brenner makes one man miss as he is met at the line of scrimmage and then pushes forward for a gain of a couple. Not a whole lot doing there for Brenner Furlong. Going to bring up 3rd down and short. So Jeff Rodman, the all-time leading rusher in DSU football history, 3,339 yards, and Brody over 3,000 yards. Bit of a grind here for Fredrickson on the ground here today, but DSU, they've moved the football. 3rd and short, 2 and change left in this first half. Ball at the Saints 35-yard line. Handoff Fredrickson. Brody's going to have the first down as he squirts off the right side and is able to slice through the defense. Mason Hance, senior from Langford, South Dakota, D-back, couldn't get Fredrickson at the line of scrimmage, and it is a GSN Insurance first down. So Brody Fredrickson, 16 carries, about 64 yards on the day. We get to GSN Insurance first down. 2 timeouts left for the Trojans. 1:35 and counting left in our first half as the Trojans move towards the west end zone. Devericks will pass, finds Deshaun Keel on the near side, and Keel slips. Deshaun Keel lost his footing as he picks up about 4 or 5 on the play. Just a simple, quick out route to the near side.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
Well, it was a gain of 6, so all in all, not too bad. 2nd down and 4, nearing a minute to go in this first half as Dakota State flirting with the red zone. Devericks hands it off. Brody Frederickson fell. Boy, getting to that time of the season, the grass is short, and Brody Frederickson slipped as he went to cut. Of course, both Madison High School and Dakota State do use Trojan Field, so a loss of a couple on the play brings up 3rd and 6 here for Dakota State. 40 seconds left in this first half. 2 receivers on the far side. Devericks over the middle, has a man. Giles incomplete, knocked away at the last second. Great recovery by Siri, the defensive back, and it is 4th and 6. Man, looked like Giles was going to have a first down and then some. Great recovery by Siri on the far side as he knocks the ball away from Giles, and it is 4th and 6. 35.1 officially on our game clock here in this second quarter. Dakota State going into the wind, not an opportunity to kick a field goal, so they'll go for it here. They'll split 2 receivers on the top side, 1 on the near side. 4th and 6 from about the 27-yard line of the Saints. Pass over the middle, has a man. It's Cooper McDermott in for the touchdown. Cooper McDermott able to elevate over a defensive back, and it is a touchdown for the Trojans. What a throw, what a catch. Beautiful play right there for Dakota State, and they are going to kick the extra point. And it's going to be the backup kicker, Joshua Snook. So Snook is going to attempt what I believe is his first career PAT, but what a play. Cooper McDermott from Atlantic, Iowa, with the touchdown catch, and I believe that is his first of the season. It is. Snook's PAT is up. Is it good? Yes. So 27.3 seconds left in this first half. 19-14, Dakota State back on top of Presentation College. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll step aside as well. You're listening to Dakota State football on Jammin' Country 103. We're back after this 30-second break.
Did you know if you're a Community Center Madison member and you're looking for different hours other than the Community Center operation hours, you can buy a 24-hour Wellness Studio key fob for just $35. The Wellness Studio is located at Madison City Hall, 116 West Center Street on the 2nd floor. Work out on your own time. The studio offers cardio and weight machines along with a stretching area and dumbbells. The Community Center Madison wishes DSU Athletics the best of luck this season. Go Trojans!
Chris Carper back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. Good Saturday. We'll still say afternoon, right about the 5 o'clock hour. Casey Burke on. He'll squib it once again. It's knocked around, and the Saints do fall on top of it. Hit off of one of the returner's knees and ended up being fallen upon. That was number 33, Javier Sommerfeld, freshman linebacker from Power, Montana. Wonder if he's a Cat fan or a Grizz fan. A lot of loyal fans out in Montana. They love their college football. Played college football with a friend of mine from Montana. Big Montana Grizzly fan. Anyway, 24.5 seconds left in this first half. Presentation College will come on, huck the ball. Pass to the far side. It is caught. It is Jimenez. On a short gain, Theron Jimenez is going to step out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. They started the drive at the 26. I will say the 27. So gain of about 7 on the play brings up 2nd and 3. All 3 timeouts for Presentation. 20.3 on the game clock first half. Tufts drops back to pass. Looks over the middle. Now he's going to keep it himself. He's got room to run. He's going to squirt to the far side. Finally be wrangled down as he stepped out of bounds. Marcus Vandenbosch was there. So Tamario Tufts wanted to go deep down the middle, decided not to. And the junior from East Macon, Georgia, does pick up a GSN Insurance first down. 12.2 seconds left in this first half. Dakota State leading 19-14. Entertaining first half. Presentation hoping for a big splash here before we do hit the Wilbur Ellis halftime. Tufts will split out 4 receivers, 2 on either side, drops back to pass. Here comes the rush, looking to the far side. It is incomplete. Vanden Bosch on the coverage and was looking for his tight end. Excuse me, the slot receiver, Riley Jensen. Pass incomplete, however, brings up 2nd and 10, 8.4 seconds left in this first half. Again, presentation with all 3 timeouts. They'll split out 3 receivers to the near side, the wide side of the field. Single receiver on the top side, ball in the far hash and at the 36-yard line of the Saints. And a huck it deep down the near sideline, and it's going to be Guzzi diving. Can't come up with the football, so Tufts just hucking that one. The intended receiver was Paulson on this near side running a fly, but it is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10. 3.6 seconds left in this first half, so likely the final play of this first half. Cooper McDermott, it was a 28-yard touchdown reception on a beautiful throw from Devricks as McDermott catches his first touchdown of the season. So both Keel and McDermott, their first touchdown reception of the year. Here's a throw to the far sideline, and it is going to be incomplete. Once again, Noah Guzzi with the one to make the catch, but over his head, and that will be the end of the first half. So Dakota State able to pick up a pair of touchdowns after trailing 14-6. They have a 19-14 advantage here at the break at Trojan Field as Dakota State looks to move to 3-0 on the season here at home and 3-2 overall. Presentation Saints still looking for their first win of the season and played a fairly solid first half. 19-14 the score. The Wilbur Ellis halftime report is coming up here on Jammin' Country 103 and AmazingMadison.com. We will be back with the Wilbur Ellis halftime report after this 3-minute break.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing Asgrow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
Right now we have 2 DSU students attempting to make a 25-yard field goal.
Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison wishes the Dakota State University Trojans good luck in their game. Enjoy 50-cent win Wednesdays of both traditional and wellness with several flavors to choose from 5 to 10. Plus 18 flat-screen TVs, pool tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison also has a breakfast menu on Saturdays and Sundays only from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison is a proud supporter of DSU athletics and wishes the Trojans good luck in their game.
At Mustang Seeds, we're planting your future. To us, that means continuously refining our seed technologies to present the most desirable traits. But it also means doing business the way it all started 55 years ago. Strong seed from a 3rd-generation family business.
Thank you.
I guess you could say it's genetic. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. To find the perfect seed solutions for your operation, contact your local dealer or visit mustangseeds.com.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success, so you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Saturday night's leaving you hungry? Start your Sunday morning off with an all-you-can-eat buffet at the 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Every Sunday from 9 to 2, the 2nd Street Diner has a brunch buffet with something to please even the pickiest of eaters. So sleep in, then eat up every Sunday morning from 9 to 2 with the all-you-can-eat brunch buffet at 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Follow 2nd Street Diner on Facebook today.
2nd Street Diner.
It is halftime here at Trojan Field as we welcome you inside the Helena broadcast booth in the Wilbur Ellis Halftime Report. Halftime show is brought to you by Wilbur Ellis in Chester. Contact your local field experts today to help you grow smart, increase productivity, and reduce loss. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. 19-14 is our score as Dakota State leads Presentation. Presentation led 14-6 after the first quarter, but 2 touchdowns scored by Dakota State in the second quarter to give them the 19-14 advantage. Take a look at some of our numbers here so far from this one. For Dakota State, they had 13 first downs, 23 rushes for 115 yards, 11 of 16 passing. Now that is excellent to see, and 111 yards through the air, so 39 offensive plays ran. 226 yards and no interceptions, did not have any turnovers in the first half for Dakota State. And let's see, Torrin Devericks 11 of 16 for 111 yards. Favorite receiver, Deshaun Keel, 4 catches for 52 yards as well as a touchdown. Cooper McDermott, a reception of 28 yards and a touchdown. For Presentation College, they had 7 first downs in the first half, 10 carries for 16 yards. 164 yards through the air, so 27 plays, 180 yards to Mario Tufts, 11 of 17 through the air, 164 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Again, Tufts was not listed as the starting quarterback, but did get the nod here today and did have a very nice first half. Neither side did turn the ball over in the first half, and penalties as well. How about this? 1 penalty and 9 yards against Dakota State. That was for hands to the face. And then 1 penalty for 5 yards against Presentation College. So we had a hands to the face and then an illegal formation on a kickoff. Those are our only 2 penalties so far in this one. So as far as that is concerned, both teams have done a nice job limiting mistakes. Again, no turnovers and just 2 total penalties. Theron Jimenez, 3 catches, 101 yards, and a touchdown to lead the way. Receiving for Presentation, and they have had a tough time rushing. Leading rusher actually is Dylan Paulson. That was a fake punt that he picked up a GSN Insurance first down and caught Dakota State a little bit off guard. That ended up leading to the first touchdown of the day for Presentation College. So numbers fairly straightforward. DSU has the slight advantage on some of the offensive numbers. They have the slight advantage on the scoreboard as well. 19-14 is our score here at the break. It is the Wilbur Ellis halftime show here from the Helena broadcast booth on what has now become a bit of a sunny Saturday, late afternoon, early evening, as certainly the clouds have parted a little bit, but still a blustery day with strong winds out of the west. We'll step aside for another 3-minute break. We'll take a look at some other North Star Athletic Association scores. Also have a check-in with Inside Dakota State University Athletics as well. We'll maybe try and swoop around, see if we can get some sports scores for you, both collegiate football as well as a little Major League Baseball too. Haven't checked quite yet, but nonetheless, 19-14 Dakota State University with the advantage over Presentation College. as the two sides meet up here at Trojan Field. They'll also meet up at the end of the regular season as well up in Aberdeen. 5-point lead for the Trojans at halftime. We're back with more of the Wilbur Ellis halftime report after this 3-minute break.
Rosebud Wood Products,
Mustang Seeds, we're planting your future. To us, that means continuously refining our seed technologies to present the most desirable traits. But it also means doing business the way it all started 55 years ago. Strong seed from a third-generation family business. I guess you could say it's genetic. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. To find the perfect seed solutions for your operation, contact your local dealer or visit mustangseeds.com.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success, so you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Saturday night's leaving you hungry? Start your Sunday morning off with an all-you-can-eat buffet at the 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Every Sunday from 9 to 2, the 2nd Street Diner has a brunch buffet with something to please even the pickiest of eaters. So sleep in, then eat up every Sunday morning from 9 to 2 with the all-you-can-eat brunch buffet at 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Follow 2nd Street Diner on Facebook today.
2nd Street Diner.
When it comes to farm equipment, there's no such thing as an inexpensive repair, and there's no time for downtime. That's why it pays to contact F&M Co-op Oil and ask about the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years or 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex premium fuels and lubricants. You can even get the Cenex Total Protection Plan for your used equipment. Contact F&M Co-op Oil in Madison, your certified Cenex distributor, today.
Did you know if you're a Community Center Madison member and you're looking for different hours other than the Community Center operation hours, you can buy a 24-hour Wellness Studio key fob for just $35. The Wellness Studio is located at Madison City Hall, 116 West Center Street on the 2nd floor. Work out on your own time. The studio offers cardio and weight machines along with a stretching area and dumbbells. The Community Center of Madison wishes DSU Athletics the best of luck this season. Go Trojans! Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison wishes the Dakota State University Trojans good luck in their game. Enjoy 50-cent win Wednesdays of both traditional and wellness with several flavors to choose from 5 to 10. Plus 18 flat screen TVs, pool tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison also has a breakfast menu on Saturdays and Sundays only from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison is a proud supporter of DSU Athletics and wishes the Trojans good luck in their game.
Welcome back once again to the Wilbur Ellis halftime report here at Dakota Field. Chris Carper back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. 5th game of the season for both Presentation and Dakota State. The Saints still looking for their first victory. Dakota State hoping to continue to defend their home field and move to 3-2 overall. 19-14 is our score here at the break. Dakota State with the 5-point advantage. Take a look at some NSAA scores. Had 2 games earlier here today, and oh my goodness. Dickinson State throttled Mayville State in Mayville, 79-14 the final, as Dickinson State just explodes. Second time this year that Mayville State has given up over 70 points in a contest. And Waldorf at home, a 20-point win over Valley City, 37-17. So Waldorf and Dickinson State both victorious, the other 2 NSAA games. Now, Some GPAC scores to pass along as well. Doane defeating Dakota Wesleyan 38-20. Boy, not exactly sure what's happened to Dakota Wesleyan, as they are now 1-5 on the season, 0-4 in the GPAC. Briar Cliff got past Midland 13-7. And Morningside, who of course is ranked #1 in NAI, they thumped Hastings 69-13. I was listening to that game on my drive over here today. They were up 41-0 at the break. And how about this? Concordia and Jamestown. In Jamestown, 4 overtimes. 10-3 the final. Oh, we'd like to look at the stats at that one. 4 overtimes and 10-3 was the final. Or excuse me, 13-10, my apologies. 13-10 the final, as Jamestown defeats Concordia 4 overtimes. So I'm assuming it was just a field goal, but boy, that must have been some pretty wild overtime sessions between those two sides. And some other college scores, games that are going on right now. It is number 10 Florida leading number 7 Auburn 17-13. That one late in the third quarter. Early fourth quarter, it is Baylor leading Kansas State 24-6. Late in the third quarter, Texas, number 11 Texas leads West Virginia 21-14. Early in the fourth quarter, Virginia Tech leading Miami 28-14. Scores from earlier today, number 6 Oklahoma defeated Kansas 45-20. Number 19 Michigan defeated number 14 Iowa in a pillow fight 10-3. Number 12 Penn State over Purdue 35-7. Wisconsin at number 8 blanked Kent State 48-0. And Major League Baseball, one game going on, one more to come tonight. It is in the bottom of the third in the Bronx, and it is currently the New York Yankees 2 and the Minnesota Twins 0. The Twins have lost 14 straight playoff games, setting a major league record, and a lot of those, unfortunately, have come against the Yankees. So the Yanks with the lead in the bottom of the third, leading 2-0. 19-14 is our score. Was also an interesting year as well, as Dakota State has the advantage over Presentation here at Trojan Field, a North Star Athletic Association matchup. A cool day with strong winds out of the west. Many fans enjoying winter jackets, hats, blankets, gloves, you name it, trying to stay warm. And, well, I will gloat a little bit. It is plenty warm here up in the press box and inside the Helena broadcast booth. 5-point advantage for DSU at the break. We will take a look inside at Dakota State University athletics when we come back as the Wilbur Ellis halftime report continues. Let's go for just a minute break here on Jammin' Country 103.
Mustang Seeds, we're planting your future. To us, that means continuously refining our seed technologies to present the most desirable traits. But it also means doing business the way it all started 55 years ago. Strong seed from a third-generation family business. We guess you could say it's genetic. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. To find the perfect seed solutions for your operation, contact your local dealer or visit mustangseeds.com.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Welcome back to Trojan Field and inside the Helena broadcast booth. Chris Carper, engineer, back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. Glad you have joined us on this Saturday for Dakota State football. 19-14 is the advantage here for DSU over Presentation College. And friendly reminder, we will be back here next Saturday as well. 1 o'clock kickoff next Saturday as Dickinson State will make the trek here to Madison. That is a 1 o'clock kickoff next Saturday. Pregame about 12:25 or so. A check inside Dakota State Athletics cross country down in Sioux City as Briarcliff hosted an invites and saw some D1 schools there. Another great weekend for DSU cross country. The men placed second overall, trailing only South Dakota State University. Braden Kernow led the way with a 6th place finish, a time of 25 minutes, 47.88 seconds. And the women, they placed third as well. J.C. Christensen, a 3rd place finish for the Trojan ladies. 19 minutes, 43.15 seconds. So another great weekend for DSU cross country. The men finished second as a team and the women third. We'll have a recap of that for you coming up Monday on sports on both Jam and Country and Dakota's Best. Now, DSU volleyball in action this weekend. They played last night and earlier here today. Last night's a win against Waldorf here at the DSU Fieldhouse just off to the west here. A 3-1 win as they move to 5-0 in conference play. And their 6th win in a row, winning via sets scores of 25-22, 25-17. Dropped the 3rd set, 25-23 or 23-25. Came back and ended the night in the 4th set with a 25-19 victory. And then earlier today, taking on number 4 Viterbo. And it ended up being the first conference loss for DSU volleyball. They lost 3-1, but tell you what, they caught fire at the right time and talked with Coach Wienhoff and the Coach's Corner show this past Wednesday, and things are clicking. So even with that loss to Viterbo, still a great start as they are 5-1 in conference play, 11-7 overall on the season. And don't forget, we do have the Coach's Corner show Wednesday nights in the fall starting at 7 o'clock on AM 1390, talking DSU coaches as well as local and area coaches. So join us for the Coach's Corner show. That is Wednesday nights starting at 7 o'clock, and it is on our sister station, AM 1390. Well, we're ready to get this second half underway, as it is a 19-14 advantage. I believe Dakota State will get the football to start out this second half. And they want to start the second half much like how they ended the first half. Got a touchdown with just under 30 seconds remaining, a 28-yard touchdown pass from Torrin Devericks to Cooper McDermott. McDermott's first touchdown pass, and Torrin Devericks had just one touchdown pass coming into today. He has been able to pick up 2 so far. Again, Chris Carper back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. Welcome inside the Helena broadcast booth. That was the Wilbur Ellis halftime show. Wilbur Ellis, specializing in dry and liquid fertilizers, DeKalb and Asgrow seeds, and custom application of fertilizers. Contact them today at 489-2171. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. 19-14 is the lead here for Dakota State, as the Saints will put the ball on the tee. Again, it's Luis Ferreira, freshman kicker from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Have to imagine he's enjoying a day like today. In breezy conditions out of the west, sun is now out and bathing the field, and boom, we are underway. A squibble kick that's going to be taken by Roger Moore at about his own 20. Moore's got room to run. He's over the 35 and then pulled down. Did the football come out? Uh-oh. Well, the ball did come out, but Roger Moore jumped right back on top of it. So, indeed, was a fumble. As Moore has a nice return out to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for Dakota State as they will move towards the east end zone. They will have the wind at their back here for this third quarter. So the first and third quarters, wind at the back for Dakota State. You know, interestingly enough, 4 of the 5 touchdowns scored here today have been to the west end zone. So for whatever reason, the teams have enjoyed driving into the wind, I guess. 3 receiver look, 2 on the top side, 1 on the near side. Frederickson behind Devericks. A handoff to Brody, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage. Great penetration by the Saints of Presentation College. Leading the charge there was Jared Boswell, sophomore linebacker from Box Elder. And a little blitz pays off as Frederickson loses a yard on the play, brings up 2nd down and 11. So our second half underway, and it's 2nd and 11 here for Dakota State. Again, October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A lot of the players, well, I shouldn't say a lot, there are a few players that have their spatting and pink tape today. Play action, looking to go deep. Josh Giles off of his fingertips and incomplete. Beautiful throw there from Torin Devricks. And Giles can't handle the football just off of his fingertips. Would have been down at around the 30-yard line of the Saints. Brings up 3rd and 11. Little deep post route from Josh Giles, the freshman from Madison. Could not handle the pass, and so it's going to be 3rd and 11. Pisto formation here for Devricks. Fredrickson behind him. 2 receivers on the top side. And it'll be a handoff going left for Fredrickson. Doesn't have a lot going on. Can't turn the corner. And he is going to be pushed out of bounds and a loss of 5 or 6. A loss of about 5 on the play. And it's going to be 4th and long in a punt situation here for Dakota State. So Fredrickson tried to bounce it to the outside, but with no luck. And that was maybe a little bit too harsh. It's a loss of about 3 or 4 on the play, but nice job by Presentation College there. So 4th and long, Caleb Nielsen is on to punts. This will be his 3rd punt of the day with the wind. Chase and Paulson back deep. Here is a high end-over-end kick that's going to bounce at the 15-yard line. This one is going to travel into the end zone. It is a 68-yard punt with a net of 48 as Nielsen does use the wind to his advantage. And so it's 1st and 10 for Presentation College at their own 20-yard line. 13:28 left in this 3rd quarter, just underway the 2nd half here at Trojan Field. 19-14 is the score. It was 14-6 after the 1st quarter. Presentation with the lead. Dakota State with a pair of touchdowns in the 2nd quarter for the 5-point advantage. Shotgun formation, 4 wide for Tamario Tufts and the Saints offense as he'll drop back to pass on 1st down. Flings at the far side. Catch is made and not going down on the first hit.
Tufts pass complete to Marshall Chase.
Marshall Chase with the reception, and Chase absorbed a couple of defensive backs hits. Stayed on his feet and ended up picking 5 on the play. So 2nd down and 5 for Presentation College. The run game has been a non-factor so far for the Saints. They come out passing on 1st down, now 2nd and 5, and a little bit of confusion here. Slot receiver Jimenez was trotting off the field, then he comes back on as he comes into the slot to the near side. Pressure being shown by DSU. They back off. It's a run up the middle, and John Trout says nope. Trout will meet as well as Wollenstein. And that was Oldenkamp on the carry. Oldenkamp loses 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and 6. So, again, the run game just not effective so far here today for Presentation. 3rd and 6 from their own 24-yard line. Ball is marked in the middle of the field. They'll split single receiver on the top side, 2 on the near side. Tufts play action, and maybe an offsides as Tufts fumbles the snap. And do I see a flag? No. Boy, what the heck? Boy, it looked like Dakota State had jumped off sides, and there was no flag thrown. Boy, that was strange. No flag was thrown. I mean, that was about as blatant as you can get for an offsides. One of the interior linemen jumped, but no flag was thrown, and then Tufts bobbled the snap. And so a loss on the play. It's 4th and 11, and Paulson is in to punt. He will punt into the wind. Sanchez standing at the 45 of Presentation, and the punt is going to be let go as it hits at the 50, and it's going to be down at the Trojan 44-yard line. So in the end, not a terrible punt there by Dylan Paulson into the wind. Ends up taking about 36 yards. Nice little roll there as well into the wind. So 11:23 left, 3rd quarter. Both teams unable to get anything going on their first offensive possessions of this 2nd half. And so Dakota State back with the football as they do mark it down at the 45. That probably should have been marked at the 44, but anyway. 4 receiver look, 3 split to the near side, the wide side of the field as the ball is on the far hash. Devricks back to pass, and will swing it out to Fredrickson. Fredrickson comes down the near sideline and steps out of bounds over the 50. They're going to mark him down at the 49, so a gain of 6 on a little swing out there to Brody Fredrickson. Devricks was looking kind of a deep corner route from Roger Moore from the slot, but Moore was not open. Deshaun Kuhl was in the flats on the near side, ended up getting in a nice block to allow Frederickson to pick up 6. DSU, no huddle offense, gets to the line of scrimmage. Now everyone looks to the sideline. Empty backfield, 3 receivers on the top side, 2 on the near side. Kuhl and Moore on the near side. Frederickson in the slot on the far side. Doran Devericks looks to go deep. Pass is incomplete. Trayshawn Roberts, sophomore from Auburn, Washington, the intended receiver. And Roberts on a deep post route, and the pass just out of his reach. Again, not a terrible throw at all. Devericks put it where only Roberts could potentially make a play. Would have been a whale of a catch. Instead, it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Ball at the 49-yard line of presentation. Dakota State leading 19-14, pistol formation for Devericks, and a hard count as well. Nothing doing for the Saints as the wideouts look to the sideline here for DSU. 3rd and 4. Pressure being shown. Here comes the blitz. Devericks with time. Passes over the middle. Has a man. It is incomplete. Was looking for Deshaun Kuhl. And Kuhl was guarded there by Devontae Brooks, and Brooks able to slap the football away at the last moment. And it's going to bring up 4th down and 4. It looks like DSU, are they going to keep the offense on the field? No. Dakota State is going to punt this one away, so a couple of long passes just off the fingertips of hopeful receivers. Not bad looks at all, but 4th and 4. And Nielsen and the punt team come rushing out late, 10 seconds and counting left on the play clock. Paulson back deep here for the Saints. Nielsen will look to get this one into the corner, and a kick is going to bounce at about the 15 and out of bounds. I think they're marked at about the 16 or 17-yard line, so not a terrible punt, and it is marked out at the 17. So Nielsen gets one inside the 20 as he came to the near sideline with the punt. 10:22 left in this 3rd quarter, and a trio of punts so far between the 2 offenses as the score remains 19-14. Don't believe we've had a first down, or we've had 1 first down in this second half. I believe so. Well, in at quarterback, it's Hunter Giffro. Giffro in for the first time. He'll swing it out to the near sideline, and the catch is made by John Oldenkamp out of the backfield. Oldenkamp picks up 5 or 6 on the play, gets it out to the 21. We'll say a gain of 4. So Hunter Giffro, sophomore quarterback from Stranchville, Minnesota. There we are. 3rd time's the charm. Over near Bram, so north of the Twin Cities. 2nd and 6. Pistol formation for Giffro. Oldenkamp behind him. Handoff Oldenkamp right side, and he's going to fight up to around the 25-yard line. I think they mark him at the 26. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 1 here for Presentation College. Both teams offensively go no huddle.
5 on the play, 3rd and 1 for the Saints.
It is certainly in the thing to do in college football these days. No huddle offense. A lot of times all the players have the play sheets on their wrists. Even the DSU defense, they've got their play sheets on their wrists. So 3rd and 1 here for Presentation College. 3 receiver look on the near side, 1 on the top side. Shotgun formation for Giffro. Giffro will swing it out. Ball is batted in the air, nearly intercepted. And a nice play defensively by Connor Tortson. Tortson out of Fairmont, Minnesota. Sophomore D lineman knocked the ball in the air and then dove trying to make the interception, but could not come up with it. Great individual effort there by Tortson, and it's going to be 4th and 1 here for Presentation. And the starting defense is going to stay out on the field as concerned Paulson potentially wants to try another fake. So 4th and 1, punt team is out for Presentation. Dakota State has been close, blocking a couple times this year. Here comes the rush. Paulson will take it himself, little rugby-style punt, and it's a good one, as it's going to be down at about the 26, 27-yard line. So tricky play there. Dylan Paulson rolled out, and at the last second gave it a boot, and a good one into the wind, kind of a helicopter-esque flight of the football, and takes a Presentation bounce. And that is going to be Ball marked at the 20, well, they say the 28-yard line. Boy, a couple times here today I've thought that the ball has been marked at a strange spot within the area of reasonability. Don't think that's a word, but we'll go with it. 8:57 left, third quarter. Quiet second half so far. 19-14 Dakota State leads. And on the offensive side of things, pistol formation for Devericks. Read option, hands it off to Brody Frederickson, and Frederickson pushes forward and gains a couple on the play. It has been tough sledding for Brody Frederickson. Collectively, Dakota State averaging 4.4 yards per carry, but Brody Frederickson just averaging 3 yards per carry. So it was a gain of 2, brings up second down and 8 here for Dakota State as they have the ball out to the 30-yard line, and on the far hash, 2 receivers split to the near side, 1 on the top side. Devericks looking over the middle, has a man, Balchi. Alec Balchi will make the catch as he's to the 40-yard line, and it is a GSN Insurance first down. Well, it is that time. It is time for Sporty Shoutout. The current score is 19-14. Go to amazingmadison.com/Sporties to enter the score for a chance to win a gift certificate to Sporties Bar and Grill in Madison. Sporties, open Monday through Friday, downtown Madison. And Sporty Shoutout, 19-14 is the score in favor of Dakota State. Under 8 minutes to go, or I should say nearing halfway through this third quarter. 1st and 10, ball at the DSU 40. Looked like maybe a false start. They say nay. Deep pass to Roberts. Roberts makes the catch, and he's into the open field. Trayshawn Roberts, that's a 60-yard touchdown pass. Oh, my goodness. Trayshawn Roberts using his length, and a beautiful pass from Torrin Devericks allowed Roberts to run underneath that football. And it is the 3rd receiver here today with their first touchdown catch of the year. Trayshawn Roberts had a step behind the defender and a 60-yard touchdown pass. It's 25-14 with the extra point pending, 7:35 left in this third quarter. A 60-yard touchdown pass. Torrin Devericks had 1 touchdown pass coming into the game. He's got 3 here today as Snook is on for the extra point, and he will punch this one through. Extra point is good. 7:35 to go, third quarter. It's 26-14, Dakota State leading Presentation College. You're listening to DSU football on Jammin' Country 103. We're back to Trojan Field after this 30-second break.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success, so you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Chris Carper back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. A 60-yard touchdown pass from Torrin Devericks to Trayshawn Roberts. And Josh Schnook with the extra point. And it's 26-14 as Dakota State has their largest lead of the game. It is at 12 points. Beautiful throw there from Torrin Devericks to Trayshawn, and so Casey Burke in for the kickoff. High end-over-end kick will be taken inside the 5 by Chase. Chase coming to the near side, a couple DSU players. Oh, the ball is loose, and the Trojans are on top of it. Oh, my goodness. Chase got hit at the last moment, and Riley Yonke ends up being the one falling on top of it. I was just about to comment that Marcus Vandenbosch and another Trojan player ran into each other and kind of negated the possibility to make a tackle, but then the ball came out, and Yonke on the near sideline right before it ran out of bounds fell on top of it. And a quick turnaround here as the first turnover of the game goes in favor of the Trojans as they have it at the they have it inside the Case IH red zone. It is 1st and 10 for DSU with the ball marked at the 19-yard line of Presentation, and now the offense has got to hurry. There's under 10 seconds on the play clock, and Dakota State's going to have to call a timeout here. Offense was slow as molasses getting out of the huddle for whatever reason. 26-14 is the score. Let's keep things here at Trojan Field. And again, our first turnover of the game. A fumble on the kick return, and unfortunately for Chase, Marshall Chase got hit, and ball just basically popped straight back. And Riley Yonke, just right spot at the right time, falls on top of it. And that is one thing that Dakota State this year, I believe they are +7. I believe +7 in the turnover ratio. And last year it was just, for a lack of words, embarrassing how many times they turned the football over. That has not been the case this year. So Dakota State will look to capitalize as they come out inside the Case IH red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line of presentation as they move towards the east end zone, left to right. As we see it here, Deverick's back to pass. Here comes the rush. Over the middle, has a man. Incomplete. Where is the flag? And there it is. Bolche, the intended receiver, and he had, I believe that was Brooks, draped all over him, and now Brooks is not getting up. Something happened there, but boy, it looked like Brooks was early as Bolche was on a post route over the middle. And the flag did come in late.
Defense, number 2.
And so it is Brooks, kind of salt on the wound. Not only does Brooks get called for pass interference, but also too slow to get up, perhaps cramping or something. Now he is getting help up the far side.
Following the penalty, Trojans 1st and goal at the 4-yard
So
line.
after the penalty, it is going to be 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. So they are going to mark off 15 yards. 1st and goal from the 4, and a GSN Insurance first down. Mandy McCarthy, head athletic trainer for Dakota State football. And it's going to be handoff Brody Fredrickson. Fredrickson smacked in the backfield. Boy, 2 or 3 players just completely unblocked by presentation. And Brody Fredrickson is going to lose a couple on the play. Run block has been just a little bit off here today, and now Dakota State is going to huddle. Plenty of time with 25 on the play clock. Under 7 to go, 3rd quarter, 26-14 is the advantage for Dakota State. 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. 2 receivers split on the near side. Or the short side of the field, and it's going to be handoff to Brody Fredrickson. Fredrickson pushing forward, gains a couple as we get a flag on the play. Well, we'll see what this one is. Flag came from the near sideline right at the snap, so either offsides or a false start would be my guess. They marked the ball down to about the 3, so it would have been a gain of 3 on the play. And it looks like this one is going to be against Dakota State, as one of our line judges on the far side chatting with the presentation sideline. So we get the official call here.
Illegal formation.
An illegal formation called against Dakota State.
5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Hasn't been my finest day predicting the penalties. I thought either offsides or false start. No, illegal formation. Okay. So they're going to mark it back 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 11 here for Dakota State, as they'll split 3 receivers on the top side, Giles, Moore, and Keel. Cooper McDermott split on the near side. 2nd and goal from the 11, pistol formation with Fredrickson behind Devericks. And it's going to, oh my goodness, it's going to be Brody Fredrickson, and he has met in the backfield some serious issues with the blocking right now, as that was a defensive player basically unblocked, could have taken the handoff himself. That was Sam Wendt, number 43, senior D lineman from Long Beach, California. And it's a loss of 4 on the play. And again, seen a couple of times here on this short drive where Dakota State, they have not had their blocking correct. So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 15-yard line. Trips the receivers on the top side. Shotgun formation now for Devericks. Fredrickson to his right. And a swing out to the far side. Catch is made. It is Giles. And Josh Giles gets inside the 10 down to around the 8 before being pushed out of bounds. So quick hitter, and it is going to be a field goal try. And on for his first career field goal try is number 80, Josh Snook, the freshman from Yate, England. It's going to be marked on the far hash. And it is going to be a 26-yard field goal from the far hash. Again, the wind at his back. Josh Giles to hold. Snook ready. 26-yard attempt. Snap is there. The hold is down. The kick is up. The kick looks good, and it is good. The first career field goal for Joshua Snook is good, and Dakota State able to turn the turnover into points as they lead 29-14 with 4:56 left in the third quarter. It's Dakota State football on this Saturday here on Jammin' Country 103. We're back to Trojan Field after this 30-second break.
Leaving you hungry? Start your Sunday morning off with an all-you-can-eat buffet at the 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Every Sunday from 9 to 2, the 2nd Street Diner has a brunch buffet with something to please even the pickiest of eaters. So sleep in, then eat up every Sunday morning from 9 to 2 with the all-you-can-eat brunch buffet at 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Follow 2nd Street Diner on Facebook today.
2nd Street Diner.
Welcome back to Trojan Field and inside the Helena broadcast booth. Helena of Madison, people, products, and knowledge. Chris Carper back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. 29-14 is the advantage here for Dakota State. 4:56 is on our game clock in this third quarter. Casey Burke on to kick off, and he'll have the wind at his back. End over end kick's going to be taken and fumbled at around the 5-yard line. Saints will bring it to the near side, and a nice return down the near sideline. Ooh! Casey Burke laying the wood on the return. Oh, my goodness. Taking the hit was Preston Jones, sophomore running back from Britain, South Dakota. But Casey Burke, the kicker, absolutely laying wood and getting the DSU sideline fired up. Oh, my goodness. Casey Burke came flying in and laid out Preston Jones. Decent return for Jones as he gets it out to the 28-yard line, but a lot of players over giving Casey Burke a tap on the helmet. Senior kicker again. It has been a rough stretch here these last 2 games, but that's certainly one to remember. I'll tell you, I never had a hit like that. That is for sure. So Casey Burke lays the wood. Do we have a flag on the field? I don't see if there's a flag, but the officials are conversing. I'm wondering if maybe this was a late hit out of bounds. Again, did not see a flag. And, okay, not sure what that was about. It was right on the sideline, and Burke laid the wood. So 1st and 10 here for presentation from the 28-yard, their own 28-yard line. Second series here for Hunter Giffrow, sophomore quarterback, after Tamario Tufts played the whole first half. Tufts was doing a decent job, so perhaps the plan that presentation was going to play 2 quarterbacks here today. That was something that was mentioned by Coach Hyman in the pregame, that they have had a lot of guys rotate in and out. Pass to the flats. It is complete and a short gain on the play. It was completed to number 83, Marshall Chase. So Chase picks up about 4 or 5. Brings up 2nd down and manageable. Just a simple throw into the flats there for Giffrow. Giffrow on the year coming in 49 of 117, 558 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. It was a gain of 5 for Chase, so 2nd and 5, pistol formation. Giffrow will hand it off and a little run up the middle. And I believe this was Preston Jones on the carry. No, excuse me, Coven. It was Melvin Coven. Picks up about 2 or 3 on the play. We'll say a gain of 2.5. So 3rd and 2 here for Presentation College. Final 4 minutes of this third quarter. DSU has came out scored 10 points to take a 29-14 advantage. 3rd and short here. Giffro, hard count. He'll hand it off. Coven up the middle. Nowhere to go. John Trouts, Marcus Vandenbosch, Carson Lindblad all in on the tackle, and no gain on the play. Brings up 4th down and short. Well, they did give him a yard, but it is 4th and short. And looks like Presentation will bring out the punt team again. The punter, Dylan Paulson, also a starting wide receiver. We've already seen him fake a punt here in this game. So Paulson back deep. He stands at about his 22. Meanwhile, they're going to Trojans are going to drop back Jordan Thomas. He's going to stand at about the 36. DSU keeping their starting defense on in case it's a fake. Paulson's going to roll to the far side now. He punts it. Not a terrible punt, but it does catch the wind and will bounce at about the 39. It's going to be down right around the 37-yard line. So the fake punt earlier now very, very much being taken seriously. Dakota State leaving their starting defense out on the field there. And Thomas let that one bounce. Not a bad punt by Paulson, but it did catch the wind caught it, kind of held it up. So Dakota State football, 2:50 left, 3rd quarter, leading 29-14. As Dakota State will come out, shotgun formation for Devricks, 2 receivers split on the near side. Torin drops back to pass, has a man wide open over the middle, Brody Fredrickson, and Fredrickson is in the open field, a man to beat. Brody burst by 1 defender, is inside the 10-yard line, and Brody Fredrickson absolutely wide open and busted coverage in the Presentation secondary. I mean, there was no one around Brody for about 10 yards, and then 2 of the D-backs able to recover. Not only is it a GSN Insurance first down, but it's another trip inside the Case IH red zone for top-notch service on your Case IH equipment this fall. Stop into Lake County International in Madison, and it is 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Not sure what happened there in the defensive secondary for Presentation as Brody Fredrickson came out of the backfield and no one marked up on him. Here's Brody, handoff left. Brody has room to run. He's in for the 8-yard touchdown run. Brody Fredrickson with his 9th touchdown of the season and 2 plays and into the end zone for Dakota State with 1:58 left in this 3rd quarter. It is 35-14 and a PAT upcoming here for Snook. So 19 points in the first half. 16 points so far in the 3rd quarter alone. Brody Fredrickson, his 9th rushing touchdown of the season, 2nd rushing touchdown of the day for the DSU offense. Snook's PAT is up, and it splits the uprights. It is good. 36-14, Dakota State leading here on their home field. Timeout is on the court. We will pause as well. We're back to the Helena broadcast booth after this 30-second break on FM 103.
When it comes to farm equipment, there's no such thing as an inexpensive repair, and there's no time for downtime. That's why it pays to contact F&M Co-op Oil and ask about the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years or 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex premium fuels and lubricants. You can even get the Cenex Total Protection Plan for your used equipment. Contact F&M Co-op Oil in Madison, your certified Cenex distributor, today.
Welcome back to Trojan Field. Chris Carper back at the studios engineering our broadcast here today. I'm Carl Hauser. 36-14 in favor of Dakota State as Casey Burke will get a hold of this one, and it will be lined into the end zone. It is going to end up being a touchback as it's off the hands of Chase.
Saints take over 1st and 10 from their 25.
So 19-14 at the break. It is now a 22-point advantage here for DSU as the Presentation offense comes back out onto the field once again. And they're going to bring back in Tamario Tufts. So Tamario Tufts is back in at quarterback after a couple of series with Hunter Giffro that wasn't overly successful. Ball marked at the 25, so 1st and 10 here for the Saints as they move to the west end zone in the wind, and now the sun right at their face here. Oh, here's a screen and a good one to Colvin, and Colvin's going to have a first down and more. Nope, that is not Colvin. That is Trey.
Pass complete to Trey Pajamula.
Pajamula. So Pajamula on a screen picks up a first down as he gets out to the 40.
Play by Jordan Thomas.
Where are they going to mark it out? Oh, back at the 42.
First and 10 Saints from their 42-yard line.
So a gain of 17. It is a GSN Insurance first down as Pajamula with his first reception of the game. Tufts drops back to pass. Has time over the middle, incomplete. Was looking for the tight end. And Tufts' throw ended up being short. Maurice Whiter's the intended receiver. Cole McCarty was there defensively. The linemen swap in and out. Red Wallenstein coming back in. John Trout out. Sam Kroenke out. 2nd and 10 here for presentation. Waning moments of this third quarter. DSU has came out and taken a hold of this game. Here's Tufts looking to go deep over the middle, and it's going to be picked off by Jordan Thomas. Thomas picks it off and has room to run on the far side, makes the man miss, and then is going to be brought down to the 45-yard line. Boy, talk about just hoping for something there, as Tamario Tufts just threw the football up. Basically just sitting back at center field was Jordan Thomas. And Thomas with his 2nd interception of the season and ends up bringing it back for about 5 or 6 yards. Nice job by Jordan Thomas, the transfer safety, the junior from Houston, Texas. Comes up with his 2nd interception and the 2nd turnover of the day on Presentation College, as DSU has it 1st and 10 from their own 45. Dropping back to pass, Brody Fredrickson wide open over the middle, and once again, no one is there for Presentation. Oh my goodness, it's a 55-yard touchdown pass, basically an identical play as the last one to Brody Fredrickson. Brody just out of the backfield, a seam route, and Torin Devricks with his 4th passing touchdown of the game, as Coach Sensabaugh is making sure the players get off the field. But boy, this game has taken a turn for the better for Dakota State in this third quarter. Versely, things have fallen apart here for Presentation in the third, as it is 42-14 with the PAT pending, and Brody Fredrickson wide open over the middle. PAT is up. Kick looks good. It is good. 43-14 in favor of Dakota State with 59.8 seconds left in the third quarter. It is all of a sudden all DSU here at Trojan Field. Timeout is on the field. We'll step aside as well. We're back to Trojan Field after this 30-second break on FM 103.
Remember, you're looking for different hours other than the community center operation hours? You can buy a 24-hour wellness studio key fob for just $35. The wellness studio is located at Madison City Hall, 116 West Center Street on the 2nd floor. Work out on your own time. The studio offers cardio and weight machines along with a stretching area and dumbbells. The community center in Madison wishes DSU Athletics the best of luck this season. Go Trojans!
Welcome back to Trojan Field. All of a sudden, it is all Dakota State here as they lead 43-14. Chris Carper back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. Casey Burke with another touchback on a kickoff and an interception thrown in on the first play. A 55-yard touchdown pass from Torin Devricks to Brody Fredrickson. And 419 yards of offense to 214, and Brody Fredrickson, he's got just 62 yards on the ground. How about this, though? 5 receptions, 123 yards, and Torin Devrickson having himself a day. 17 of 25 for 303, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Presentation on offense and a little pitch out to the far side, and actually is going to be a decent play. Initially looked like it was nearly going to be a fumble, and that was Pajamula on the reception. and ends up picking up 1 or 2 on the play. So Presentation Saints, a tough third quarter as they now trail 43-14.
Gain of 1 on the play.
24 points scored in the third quarter alone by Dakota State. So second and long could be the final play of the third quarter. Handoff off right side and just nothing doing. Once again, the DSU front seven just wreaking havoc in the run game. Jmula maybe a yard. Marcus Vandenbosch in on the tackle, and that looks like it is going to be the final play of the third quarter. Well, it was 14-6 at one point in this contest. 37 unanswered points by Dakota State between the second and third quarters, and that is the end of the third quarter. 43-14 in favor of Dakota State. Trojans once again looking strong here at home. Let's step aside. Why don't we go for a 60-second break? Fourth quarter action coming up next on Jammin' Country.
Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison wishes the Dakota State University Trojans good luck in the game. Enjoy 50-cent win Wednesdays of both traditional and wellness with several flavors to choose from 5 to 10. Plus 18 flat screen TVs, pool tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison also has a breakfast menu on Saturdays and Sundays only from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison is a proud supporter of DSU athletics and wishes the Trojans good luck in their game.
At Mustang Seeds, we're planting your future. To us, that means continuously refining our seed technologies to present the most desirable traits. But it also means doing business the way it all started 55 years ago. Strong seed from a third-generation family business. We guess you could say it's genetic. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. To find the perfect seed solutions for your operation, contact your local dealer or visit mustangseeds.com.
Welcome back to Trojan Field. Chris Carper back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. Thanks for joining us. Trojan football on this Saturday evening, just after the 6 o'clock hour. 43-14 is the advantage for Dakota State in the first play of the fourth quarter on 3rd and 7. Tamario Tops had plenty of time but couldn't find anyone open, and ends up throwing the ball incomplete, so it's 4th and 7. And Dylan Paulson is on here to punt. Trojans will drop back once again. Jordan Thomas. Paulson gets a high punt off. This one, it takes a roll, could be a beauty, and it is. It's going to roll inside the 20, and we'll see where they mark it off. But Paulson got a good one there, and again, it was 14-6. Presentation had the advantage, and 37 unanswered so far here by Dakota State, including 24 in the third quarter alone. They mark it out of bounds at the 13-yard line, so Dakota State backed up at their own 13. Again, just a couple of moments into this fourth quarter. DSU now moving towards the west. Wind still strong. We're going to get a new quarterback in here as well, as it's going to be a handoff to Brody Fredrickson. Fredrickson able to get the edge and will step out of bounds. New quarterback is freshman Jackson Kinzer from Colombe, South Dakota, 6 foot, 200 pounds. So the day is over for Torrin Devricks. Just over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns passing for Devricks after just 1 touchdown pass in the first 4 games. Torrin Devricks has himself a day. So Kinzer is on. Fredrickson picking up about 5 on that first down carry, brings up 2nd and 5. Fredrickson gets the handoff, pushes forward, and has a GSN Insurance first down. And then a little bit more. I have to think this, well, I guess depending on how this drive ends, this could be the final drive for Brody Fredrickson as well. He's done most of his damage through the air here today. He has 185 total yards, 62 on the ground. Well, about 68 on the ground rather than 123, so the number's a little bit higher than that. It is a GSN Insurance first down, brought to you by GSN Insurance of Madison. No account is too big or too small. We like them all. Handoff, Fredrickson cuts back and then gets hit as he and pushes forward back to the original line of scrimmage. Interesting, you see Brody after games and his arms are just absolutely mutilated. Well, he wears, I mean, the shoulder pads that he wears, I'm not even sure if they even cover half of his shoulders, just the smallest of shoulder pads, but that's the way the young man does operate. So Jackson Kinzer, freshman quarterback, is in, getting some time in this fourth quarter, 13 minutes left. 43-14 is the lead for Dakota State. 2nd and 10 here for the Trojans. Kinzer, pistol formation, and he hands it off to Fredrickson. Brody makes a couple men miss and squirts forward over the 30. Do they give him the 31-yard line? They do. Boy, Brody was hit right around the line of scrimmage, but more of an arm tackle just kind of went right by that. And ends up picking up 6 on the play. So 3rd down and 4 here for Dakota State. They need to get a ball out to their own 35-yard line. 3 receivers on the top side. 1 receiver split near side. That's Roberts. Kinzer back to pass. Wants Roberts, and it's going to be, knocked away at the last moment. Great defensive play by Avery Rice, freshman from Sioux Falls. Excuse me, that was not Roberts, that was Malik Jefferson on a little fly route. Jefferson was lining it up, but it was batted away by Rice. Incomplete, brings up 4th down and 4 in a punt situation here for Dakota State. So DSU picked up a first down. And that's it, as Caleb Nielsen is on to punt. He will punt into the wind. Pair of returners back deep. Nielsen's punt, low liner, is going to take a bounce at about the 45. And boy, did presentation player touch that? Did that go off the foot of Paulson? No. Dylan Paulson was in the area. Dakota State fell on top of the football, but was not touched. So solid field position here for Presentation College as they trail 43-14 with 12:06 left in this fourth quarter. And 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Ball marked towards the far hash. They'll come out. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Tamario Tufts once again at quarterback. Tufts, little tunnel screen to the outside, and it is well defended. Carson Lindblad leading the charge. That was Paulson making the catch. Gain of 1 or 2 on the play brings up about 2nd down and 8.
Pass complete to Dylan Paulson for a gain of 2.
Paulson picks up, we'll say 2 on the play, so 2nd down and 8 was a kind of tunnel screen to Paulson. Only 1 blocker out in front. So 2nd and 8, empty backfield here for Tufts in the offense. You'll split 3 receivers to the wide side, 2 to the short side. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper the whole way. Tufts up the middle, and he's going to fight for it, a gain of 6 or 7, close to a first down. A couple of presentation linemen kind of ran over each other, but they're okay.
3rd and 1.
It's going to pick up 3rd and 1. Another D-line rotation here for Coach Hobbs. Defensive coordinator Peyton Hobbs. D-back coach Ryan Conrad. D-line Clifton Marshall. 3rd and short for Tufts and the presentation offense. They need to get the ball through the 50. Handoff up the middle, and it is going to be a first down. Not by much, but it is a first down. So a GSN Insurance first down for the Presentation Saints. They have not had a lot of first downs in this second half. In fact, that may be one of their first, if not second. No sacks in this game so far, as it is indeed a GSN Insurance first down. Ball is marked at the 50-yard line. Presentation moving left to right here in this fourth quarter towards the east end zone, wind at their back. Shotgun formation for Tufts. Tufts over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Off the hands of his intended receiver, that was Chase. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Ball in the air after it was tipped, but not for long. Not a chance for any of the defensive players to make a play on the ball. So 2nd and 10
covered on the play by Cole McCarty.
For Presentation. Again, ball is at midfield. Empty backfield, shotgun formation for Tufts. Dropping back to pass, has time, now scrambles far side. Braden Wallenstein is in for the sack. There's the first sack of the game. Braden Wallenstein off the left or the right edge. And now we get a flag after the play.
Flag on the play.
Well, this is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. Looks like it's against presentation, perhaps frustration. So Wallenstein, first sack of the day.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
And unsportsmanlike conduct called against presentation.
Down counts. Third down.
So not only a loss on the play, but then marked back 15 yards. It is third down in a Greyhound bus ride. It's going to be third down and 30. Boy, an NFL blitz game broke out here for a moment. Third down and 30.
Third and 30 for the Saints.
So perhaps a little bit of cool lost on that play. Can't blame him, whoever it was. So third down and 30. Shotgun formation for Toffs. Drops back to pass. Here comes the rush, setting up the screen, and it is eaten alive by Dakota State. Carson Lindblad all over that play. And it's going to be no gain on the play. Fourth and 30. Boy, Dakota State all over that one. Nice job by Carson Lindblad. And a punt situation here. Paulson will be in to punt once again. And once again, Dakota State will keep their defense on the field. They will drop back Jordan Thomas. Paulson kicking with the wind. Had a good punt the last time he kicked this way.
Jordan Thomas back deep to receive the punt for the Trojans.
And, ooh, beautiful high punt. This is going to hit inside the 15. It's rolling, it's rolling, it's rolling, and it's going to be downed inside the 5-yard line. Sensational coverage
punt down
by Presentation College, as it's going to be downed at about the 2-yard line. And so Dakota State backed up in the shadow of their own goal line. First and 10 with 9:06 left in this fourth quarter. So great punt there by Paulson, a high kick. Thomas elected to let that one go. Certainly can't blame him. And Dakota State backed up.
Trojans first.
So I'd assume Kinzer is going to continue to be at the quarterbacking helm. Indeed, he is. And Brenner Furlong is going to be at the running back position. So as I had expected, thought that perhaps the day was done for Brody Fredrickson. I see Brody on the sideline. He's got his helmet off. Senior captain Braden Schmidt also out. Going to be a quarterback keeper for Kinzer, just driving the pile forward, and he brings it out to around the 5-yard line. Pickup of a couple on the play. Brings up second down and a short 8. In fact, we have a bunch. Looks like we've got second-string linemen in as well. I see Ian Pula out. Xavier Perez as well. And a little pile and cloud of dust. Not much doing on that play. He's going to bring up third down here for DSU.
Kinzer on the carry again.
It was Kinzer on the carry. He's going to bring up third down and 6 here for Dakota State.
Third and 6 for the Trojans.
Alex Bolche, Connor McDermott split out to the near side. Runner Furlong deep in the backfield. Third and 6, hand off to Furlong, and he is going to be erased in the backfield. The O-line collapsing, and no gain on the play. Brings up fourth down for Dakota State, and looks like it's going to be a punt situation here for Nielsen and the Trojans.
4th and 7 for the Trojans.
So 4th and 7, loss of 1 on the Furlong carry. Again, getting some of the second stringers in here for Dakota State. So Nielsen is going to be punting from his own end zone. A pair of Saints players on the plus side of the field. They're standing at about their 35, Paulson and Chase. So Nielsen will have to get it off quick. He does. Line drive punt taken by Paulson at the 30-yard line. So it's going to be unbelievable field position here for Presentation. And Paulson's going to fight. Did he lose the football? Boy, Dakota State is signaling that they have the football. And they do. Oh, my goodness. Another turnover on Presentation. Paulson could not handle it. And so it would have been absolutely sensational field position for Presentation College. Instead, they give it back to Dakota State, the third turnover of the contest, and DSU has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. So how about that? Nielsen gets off a punt, and Dakota State ends up coming away with the football. Not only that, but in great field position as well. Well, I shouldn't say great field position, rather. It is 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, so strange times. Here's a handoff. Sanchez. Jose Sanchez in at running back and refuses to go down as he fights out to the 23-24-yard line. I believe is right around +9 in the turnover department this season here for Dakota State, as DSU is on their way to a 3rd victory at home. They were just, I believe, 1-5 at home last year. They're going to go to 3-0. And of course, we'll be back home next Saturday in a big matchup with Dickinson State. Battle of the DSUs. Handoff up the middle, and not much doing on that carry for Sanchez.
Brenner Furlong on the carry.
So Sanchez picks up a couple on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 here for Dakota State.
Gain of a couple, 3rd and 5 Trojans.
A fumble on a punt. It looked like Presentation was going to have great field position, but they fumble it away. So pistol formation for Kinzer. Drops back to pass, 3rd and 5. Has time, now steps up. Comes to the near side, makes a couple men miss, and then in the end is going to pick up about a yard on the play. Probably the right decision there for Jackson Kinzer. Didn't want to try and force anything. Ended up stepping up to the pocket. And do they give him a yard? They do.
Jackson Kinzer on the carry. Pickup of 1. 4th and 4 for the
So another punt situation here for Dakota State. Under 6 minutes to go in this 4th quarter, and this 4th quarter basically felt like we've just kind of gone through the motions with both teams.
Marshall Chase and Dylan
So another punt here for Caleb Nielsen. And the snap is over his head. Nielsen should just punch this out of the back of the end zone. He does. It's going to be a safety and errant snap. One of the rare moments that something has gone awry for Dakota State, and Caleb Nielsen did do the correct thing. Ball was going towards the back of the end zone, and Nielsen ended up just kind of slide tackling the ball out of bounds. So better to give up the 2 than the 6, but yeah, snap well over the head of Caleb Nielsen. Not much Nielsen could do there, but such is life. So 2 points safety for Presentation College, their first points since the 1st quarter. They scored touchdowns on back-to-back offensive drives in the 1st and have basically been stymied since. I have them down for 223 yards of total offense, and let's take a look. Only got about 60, 70 yards in the second half. As of right now, 43 yards of offense in the second half for Presentation College. So with the safety, we're going to get a kickoff here. Casey Burke will be on for the kickoff. He's going to kick it off from the 20-yard line. This will be in it to the win, so one would assume that Presentation College once again will have some fairly solid field position. Don't forget the Mustang Seeds postgame show is coming up. Got to get to our Taco John's play of the game. We'll hear from head coach Josh Anderson as well. Here's a squib kick from Burke. It's going to be taken by an up man around the 50-yard line. This is Chase. Chase is going to bring it down to around the 41. So great field position here for Presentation College, as they have it on the plus side of the field. 1st and 10 from the Trojan 41-yard line. Dakota State will keep their first line defense out there. Darby Neal is in. Braden Wallenstein as well.
Saints will have the ball 1st and 10 at the Trojan
Hunter Tortson, so
line.
John Trout out of the game. Checking it. He does still have his helmet on. Had a couple of the offensive players get pulled out for good reason. So Tufts, the quarterback, little tunnel screen, incomplete off the hands of the intended receiver. And then Cole McCarty had it bounce off of his fingertips. Incomplete. Yankee and McCarty were both in the area. And, boy, the official was setting it down as if they had completed the pass, then realized his mistake. The umpire, so it is 2nd and 10. 3 receivers on the top side. One's on the near side for presentation. Blitz being shown, all four defensive linemen standing up. Option to this near side. The pitch is terrible. The ball is loose, and it's going to be Dakota State. Oh, it's still loose. Oh, my goodness. Like a greased watermelon, the ball just went bouncing around. I thought Dakota State had recovered it. They had not. And I believe a presentation lineman fell on top of it. Oh, my goodness. 2 or 3 different times I thought the Trojans had the ball, but a greased melon, and presentation will hold on to it. Boy, that was a tough pitch relation there between Tufts and Pajmula. Pajmula never really handled the football, and so it's going to be 3rd and about 17 here for presentation. Ball back at the 47-yard line of Dakota State. Shotgun formation for Tufts. Here comes the blitz. Tosses to the far side. Has a man. And a big hit delivered on the far side. Wow, what a smack in coverage by number 3, Chad Keys Jr. from Houston, Texas. A gain of about 6. It's going to bring up 4th and 11. Catch was made, but Keys with a great tackle. And so 4th and 11 for presentation. Under 4 minutes to go in this one. And obviously, they will go for it here. So 4th and 11, trailing 43-16. Empty backfield for Tufts. 3 receivers near side, 2 on the top side. 4th and 11. Here comes the rush. Tufts over the middle, has a man. Incomplete. Incomplete pass. Couple of D-backs running into each other. And hopefully everyone is okay. A few people slow to get up.
Pass intended for
and Jordan Thomas.
Incomplete.
Oof, that's not a good sign. Thomas is limping off and favoring. Something is wrong on his right leg. Nate Schiefert is there to assist.
The 41-yard line.
Assistant trainer, head trainer Mandy McCarthy there as well. Boy, that does not look good for Jordan Thomas. Not what you want to see late in this game, and with the score, as a turnover on downs will give DSU the football back. Kinzer in at quarterback, and handoff left side, and it's going to be a first down. Just short of a first down, 9-yard gain. And that was Llewellyn on the carry. Yes.
Llewellyn on the carry, a gain of 9.
Devontae Llewellyn
for the Trojans.
Devontae Llewellyn with the carry picks up 9, 2nd down and 1. Dakota State looking to wrap up this contest. And missed handoff, ball is loose. I think Justin Falkers jumped on top of it. Fight for it at the bottom of the pile, but Kinzer and Llewellyn did not have good relation there on the handoff.
By the Trojans.
And the Trojans do get it back. Oof. Heads up play there from senior Justin Folkers, as he was able to jump on top of the football. Brings up 3rd down and about 3. So Folkers recovers the fumble. 3rd down and 3. 2.5 left, 4th quarter. DSU leading 43-16. And read option. Llewellyn near side stretching forward. Ooh, they might give this to him. This is going to be close. Line judge came sprinting in, and it is going to be just short. Okay, just short, I would say. So 4th and inches, I say go for it, might as well.
4th and less than a yard.
2 minutes to go in this 4th quarter, and indeed the offense staying out on the field for Dakota State. Dominant second half defensively for the Trojans. And a solid team win here today. So 4th and 1. Kinzer turns and hands off. Llewellyn up the middle, and he slipped. Ball is loose, and presentation is going to fall on top of this one. It's going to be a turnover.
Llewellyn on the carry,
as Llewellyn fumbled the football. Got hit late, and on a 4th and 1, they do not convert, in fact, a fumble. Good to see here Jordan Thomas trotting back onto the field. So not sure Thomas came hobbling off for that last series. So Dakota State runs a bit of time off the clock. 1:43 left in this 4th quarter. And back on the field, Hunter Giffro at the quarterback position. He'll come out shotgun formation, 2 receivers on either side. Giffro comes to the near side, passes batted down. Marcus Vanden Bosch knocked that one down. Riley Yonke came up and grabbed the football, but an incomplete pass. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Nice job there off the edge by Vanden Bosch. And this linebacking core, a fine core, 3 juniors and a senior. The 2 ends, both Madison products. So 2nd and 10 here for presentation. Ball at about their 49. Giffer will roll out to the far side. Looks to huck it down the sideline, and it is going to be intercepted. It is intercepted. Noah Guzzi. And was he able to stay in? Yes. Another touchdown, or excuse me, another turnover. Noah Guzzi with the interception on the far side. An errant throw by Hunter Giffro. And Dakota State, if they should so choose, I believe can come out in victory formation. A great individual play on the far side by Noah Guzzi, as Guzzi has his 2nd interception of the season and the 4th turnover of the contest. So 1st and 10, 1:31 left, 4th quarter. Brenner Furlong deep behind Jackson Kinzer. Kinzer will hand off to Furlong, and Brenner's got nowhere to go, eaten up in the backfield. Nice play defensively. That was Levi King, sophomore D lineman from Homer, Alaska.
Loss of 1 brought down by Levi King.
So no hurry here, as Dakota State will wind this one all the way down or close
2nd and
to.
11 for the Trojans.
Minute left, 4th quarter. Dakota State will move to 3-2 on the season, 1-1 in NSAA play, and 3-0 here at Trojan Field on the season. Handoff, Furlong, Brenner off right side, pushes forward, close to around the 40-yard line.
Furlong, the ball carrier.
And the Trojans will need to run one more play to wind this clock all the way down. It was again at one point 14-6 in favor of presentation.
3rd and 6.
And after that, just not a lot of offense for the Saints here. And a huge 3rd quarter for Dakota State. They led 19-14 at the break and 43-14 after 3. Now we'll get a victory formation here. Kinzer will take a knee, and that will do it.
And the Trojans take the knee.
43-16 is our final here today. The passing game explodes. The run game does just enough to get things done. And another salty defensive effort here today for the Trojans of Dakota State. Just 42 offensive yards allowed in the second half by the Trojan defense. And again, 43-16 is the final. The lone points after the first quarter for presentation was a safety in the 4th quarter, but a solid win here at home for Dakota State University as the Trojans again move to 3-0 at home on the season. They're 3-2 on the year and 1-1 in North Star Athletic Association play. Well, the Mustang Seeds postgame show is coming up. Again, we'll take a look at some of our final stats here from this one. We'll get to the Taco John's play of the game as well as hearing from head coach Josh Anderson. 43-16 the final here at Trojan Field. The Mustang Seeds postgame show begins after this 2-minute break here on FM 103.
At Mustang Seeds, we're planting your future. To us, that means continuously refining our seed technologies to present the most desirable traits. But it also means doing business the way it all started 55 years ago. Strong seed from a 3rd-generation family business. We guess you could say it's genetic. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. To find the perfect seed solutions for your operation, contact your local dealer or visit mustangseeds.com.
Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison wishes the Dakota State University Trojans good luck in their game. Enjoy 50-cent win Wednesdays, both traditional and wellness, with several flavors to choose from 5 to 10. Plus 18 flat screen TVs, pool tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown